I'll spawn me.
Okay.
Exotical Butters. Yo.
Hey, what's up, Exotical Butters? How you doing? I like your name.
Exotical Butters. Remember me?
Not really, if I'm... The name rings a bell.
Exotical Butters. IW as Exotical Banana. Exotical Butters. I was asterisk.
Yeah, I remember you. Anywho, I'm trying to make this thingamajig that's not working. So...
Exotical Butters.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the hardcore world going?
No, I died.
Exotical Butters. Oh.
So, yeah, made a survival world instead. I actually just died in this world as well, which is why I barely have any stuff. Ah, shit. It was going so well. Then I died and it broke.
Yaya_chicken_nuggets. Hi.
What's up, yeah, chicken nuggets? How you going? No. No.
If the US said we're deleting all porn April 1st as a joke, March 31st porn searches would be through the roof because everyone would go to download porn. Well, porn's an everyday, Jake Paul, everyday bro. The biggest search term, even bigger peaks than COVID, which is 100% the biggest thing to happen to humanity I can think of since I was born. Now, this is Google Trends, which tracks what people search. Google Trends. I want you to keep this in mind. People searching on Google. That's not even the company. That's the search term. That's the word Google. There are so many millions and billions of boomers Googling Google that its peaks are just blowing COVID-19 as a topic out the water. Now, there's only one thing that's higher than Google. Only one Google search that people Google more than Google. Not YouTube. It's not Twitter. They're dwarfs in comparison. For reference on how huge this is, let's go back to Trump. This was when he got elected. But nothing has been more searched than Facebook. Nothing. And this is not me guessing. I know this. This is a fact. There is, I will admit, one thing that has a bigger spike early on, and I think it could beat it again. YouTube.com/LudwigAugren. You guys need to make sure to subscribe to that channel. YouTube.com/LudwigAugren. Look, certainly we haven't beaten Google or Facebook yet, but we're well on our way. Hey, with your help, we can definitely get there. Big old zeros on the board for me, but with a little bit of help, we can beat it, you see? So drop a subscribe. Go from red to gray. And if you don't... No, continuing this rhyme is going to be like a middle school Modern Warfare 2. Okay, anyway. Yeah, subscribe to Ludwig on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. Takes you 5 seconds. Facebook's the winner, though. YouTube did beat it earlier on. I wasn't lying. And it could beat it again. But the peaks of Facebook in 2012, everyone was on it. And there's nothing bigger. Doesn't matter. A, sure. That's a big one. People use the word A in a lot. How? The. Close. Anyway, that's it, boys. We found it. The biggest name, the biggest person, most Googled person ever, Donald Trump. I think that's true. I don't think anything beats him. And the biggest search term ever is Facebook. And that's it. That's society. Boys! You ever lie? I do sometimes. I've never told you this, but occasionally when I say, hey, can you guys subscribe? Sometimes it unsubscribes people. I lied to deceive you into wanting to subscribe or check to see if you still are. When you guys ask me if I've washed my hands, I say yes. But I never do. These are the common white lies that I spread throughout the day. It's a normal part of life, these little tattletales we spread. But how far does it really go? And what are the main things that people lie about? Well, that is what I wanted to find out. So I made a little bit of a test. I asked my Twitch chat 9 questions about what they lie about, and let's see how they feel. Let's see what they're willing to lie about. And before we jump into it, boys, do me a favor, subscribe. And if you aren't, just double check to see if you have subbed, and say out loud if you have. I subbed. Don't keep watching the video. Don't lie to me. Just double check. You can even choose not to, but just hit the subscribe button first. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and then unsubscribe. I'm not telling you to unsubscribe, by the way. I'm just saying to hit it and then unsubscribe if you don't want to subscribe. Not that you should hit the button. You probably shouldn't hit. I regret saying this at all. Let's get to it. This is a survey I made. 3,500 people responded to it, and it asks 9 questions, 9 very basic questions about general daily things that you might lie about. And I asked my chat how they felt about it. First question was, do you wash your hands after peeing in your own house? Is the key signifier. Because, look, I get it. If you're out and about, especially mid-COVID, you should be washing your hands. Even if you're not peeing, you touch a doorknob and you're out and about, you should probably wash your hands. Otherwise, you're risking getting sick. But if you're in your own home with your own toilet, in your own shower, in your own pee-pee, in your own bathroom, do you really need to wash them? I'll answer all of these honestly. I don't even have soap in my bathroom. I haven't had soap in my bathroom for 3 months. I used to wash them daily. I used to, and because chat bullied me was the only reason. And then I had a soap bar, and it ran out of soap because that's how soap bars work. And I haven't done it. If I go poop, I use shampoo from the shower next to my bathtub or next to my toilet. I don't know if that counts. I use shampoo. Does that count? The cowgirls make do. Without Cutie, I am useless. You guys need to understand this. Does this make it better? Wait, I pee while sitting down. Huh? Come on. I literally am like a genie. I hover over to the toilet, I sit down, and then I piss. And then I stand up and I pull up my pants, and then I leave. What am I washing my hands for? If I poop, I will wash them. I have some class. If I'm pooping, I will wash them. But I also have a bidet. I don't even need to touch toilet paper. I can use a bidet like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time minigame where you get the little skull bomb that goes into the hole, right in the bee hole, and then use the dryer, and I can put my hands up the whole time like a roller coaster. There is zero reason for me to ever wash my hands ever. All right, you guys are calling me a freak, a weirdo, a loony. Let's take a look at what chat said. Do you wash your hands after peeing in your own house? Drum roll. 43% are with me, okay? So Spider-Man meme, look around.
Wait.
Look around a 43% of chat. Look around a thousands of people who are not washing their hands after peeing. 43% and proud. All right, well, don't be proud of not washing your hands. That's a little too far. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's see if this is less contentious. Have you ever messaged "I'm on my way" or similar when you were actually not on the way? AKA, you are about to show up way later than they expect you to arrive. Let me tell you, I'm terrible about this. I've almost gamified it in a way because I am habitually late. So not only am I late, sometimes I'll see, it'll literally say arriving in 15 minutes. So I'll be like, yeah, I'll be there in 5. That way it sounds better knowing I'm going to be 15 minutes late. I don't know why I do this either. I could just tell them the actual time. It just feels worse saying I'm going to be very late. Sometimes it gets fucked up. Like one time we were in Vegas. It was me and Nick, my roommate, and we were supposed to film this thing at the Bellagio fountain. And I said, hey, be there at 7. And he's like, all right. He shows up at 7 with all of his camera equipment. 7:05, he's like, where are you at? I said, give me a second, on the way, figuring this out. 7:15, he's like, what's going on? I'm like, be there in a bit. 7:45, he's like, you still coming? I was like, yes, sir, yes, sir. 8:05, he's like, are you coming? And I said, oh, fuck, I forgot to tell you I'm not coming. He still, this was 3 years ago, brings it up on a monthly basis. I'm not saying it wasn't fucked up. I'm just telling you the truth. Anyway, I do this a lot. I'm bad at this. I've got a bit better, but I'm still bad at this. I have to imagine this is most people though. Let's take a look. Do most people lie about when they say they are on the way? "57% of you are psychopaths." I remember reading I think it was like a Twitter thread, or maybe it was Reddit, and people were like, I actually get anxious when I'm not there on time because I feel so bad that I'm wasting people's time. So I actually believe the 40% number, but I couldn't imagine being that person. Your life would suck because you show up punctually to everything. You're anxious as fuck on your way to make sure you're on time. You get there and everybody else is late. I couldn't imagine. It sounds miserable. Next, who are the liars? And what are you lying about? I wanna preface this. I have never done this, but I have heard that some people will actually lie. I know, this is cringe. They'll lie about the number of people they've had sex with to make it seem like they've slept with more people, so it's cooler. And as a 9 to 5 Monday through Monday Pussy slayer in college, like it was a full-time job, straight up out there just sweating minimum wage, I would never lie about this. What's my number? Hassan's multiplied by 100. It's like 3K right now. I don't know, I lost track. But I think the problem with me asking you guys this question is how do I phrase this? You guys are all virgins. Do not tell people you watch Ludwig, because you're gonna have women flocking at you. You'll have dudes flocking at you. You'll have your pick of the litter, and it's gonna be like frame 1. You're gonna lose that V card. So boys, you want to hold on to that. All right, that shit's important. That shit's PSA 10 Charizard level. Okay, you wanna. So don't. I would keep it under wraps. Anyway, here's the number. I think this is no surprise because right now most of you guys don't admit that you're Ludwig viewers, so most of you guys are proud virgins. It is only 11%. I used to lie. When I was a virgin in college for like a little bit, I would lie because everyone else was like, yeah, I stay slaying. And I was like, yeah, bro, for sure. I mean, look, if you guys are really surprised, just look at this photo of me in college. If you have a creative mind, imagine that this dude probably lied about how many women he slept with. I'm just saying. He probably has. All right, next up. Let's see if this one's a little more fair and a little more even. When someone asks you if you have watched a show or a movie so they can tell you an anecdote from it, do you lie about having seen it so they can continue the story, or cut them off and tell them you've never seen it before? This is a very specific example, but it happens so weirdly often. I've had this exact conversation with Mango 5 times. Mango, you ever watch Always Sunny? Me. Yeah, honest, I have seen it. Okay, do you remember the episode where they took the pineapple and then they put a bunch of alcohol in it, and then Denise used the pineapple to actually launch everybody to space, and then in space she said that line, and the whole time I'm like, I've watched like 7 episodes. But if I cut him off, I know what he's gonna do. I'll be like, no, I haven't seen that one. He'll go, okay. And the conversation will end, and he'll feel bad. And I hate when he feels bad. It's all fun and games until they ask you who your favorite part is or your favorite character is. If they chump check you, oh, then you're fucked. The pain from getting chump checked on if you actually watch the show is 1,000,000 times higher than the pain of not knowing the show and then having the awkward moment. And that's the only thing that would hold me back. But I don't feel bad about lying. Anyway, let's see how many of you guys are willing to lie to let the vibes hold strong. Is it over half? Wow, 1/3. About 1/3 of you are willing to lie for the vibes. I'm willing to bet that everyone who said that they lie here probably also shows up late. I think there's correlation. When someone says something you didn't hear and you've already asked them to repeat it, do you just smile and go along and try to match their energy? Or ask them to repeat it as many times as it takes to understand what they said? Yeah. 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 Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. A lot of human conversation is just filler. And sometimes you don't need to get all the info from the filler. You can just blaze on by it. You don't want to be wasting your time on filler. You don't want the people to be wasting their time on filler. My rule is 1. I'm 1 and done. Although I will say, Mango has a goated strat. I've seen Mango do this. Mango's very socially aware. If something like minutely funny happens in between 2 people, just like the stupidest thing, like you put a fork in backwards while trying to eat yogurt, I don't know, some stupid little shit that like makes you laugh in person with another person, and then the moment that funny thing happens and a third person enters a situation, you could imagine a situation like this that has arisen in your life, a very small joke between 2 people, a third enters right after the joke, and like, oh, what happened? Rather than explaining the minute summary, SparkNote style of what happened that will not receive a laugh, Mango does this. He'll go, ow, you had to have been there. He says you had to have been there all the time. It's like his clean out. Sometimes you do have to have been there. That's just how it is. But let's see how chat answered. So far, you guys have been honest Abes. 58% smile and wave. Well over half you guys proudly lie to your friends, loved ones, and family about having heard them. All right, this one's big. Have you ever lied about anything on your Tinder profile or resume to make yourself appear better than you are? I think, call me crazy, the answer to this should be yes. Definitely on your resume. 100% on your resume. If you're not lying on your resume, you're just nerfing yourself. For what? Honesty and truth? Relax, Plato. Just get a job, make money, and die like the rest of us capitalist machine parts. And Tinder, I'm not saying, you know, be a chameleon. I love animals. I really want to open a sanctuary. When your dream job is like testing video games and jerking off in your basement. But, you know, maybe you're throwing a 6'1" in there. You know, maybe you're throwing a little, you know, little 6'6'1". Maybe you're 5'11". Oh, sue me. The state of California thinks I'm 6'2" right now. Is that a lie? Yes. Do I regret it? No shot. I once put a huge YouTuber in my resume. I think I put like CNanners in a resume for like a college job. But I already had like a professor in my employer, and so I just put CNanners as a third. Get the job? Fuck yeah. Green Living Magazine. I wrote 3 articles on watersheds in Arizona. Look, if any of you guys ever want to put me as a reference, do it. You can give them my business YouTube email. If I'm free, I'll give it a quick reply. Fuck it, why not? We need a number. Fucking 1-800-D's nuts. Just, I don't know, just give them a number that goes to a voicemail. Should you take my advice? Well, I did get fired from every single job until I became a streamer, so maybe not. But either way, let's see. Do you guys lie? 69% have never lied. Well, actually, no, it makes sense. If you guys have the time to watch me live on Twitch, you probably have 0 girlfriend or boyfriend and job. That's probably just the truth. They just haven't filled out a resume or a Tinder profile yet. They're just lonely virgins who don't have a job. That's fair. Hey, respect. Respect. When someone asks you to hang out and you don't want to, do you make up an excuse? Tell them you don't want to hang out? Or give a vague response that you want to go and then never show up? If we are strictly speaking in which one is the most honest, it might be just saying, hey, I don't want to go, and giving a genuine reason why. Hey, honestly, I would rather just watch Netflix tonight. That would be the right thing to do probably in a vacuum. But I think a lot of people just go with the old make up an excuse. What I do is the vague one. I'll be like, ooh, dude, that sounds actually sick. I don't know if I can super make it. I think I might have a stream, but I would love to do it. Because most of the time, nobody ever follows up, but I still want to get an invite every time. That's the worst option? No, no, no. It's the best option. It's the best option. This is only group activities, I will say. This only works in group activities. In a one-on-one, obviously, this wouldn't work. But if someone's like, hey, I'm having a party, come through. I'd be like, dude, that actually sounds super dope. I would love to do that. I'm not super sure if I can make it that day. I'll let you know. Knowing full well that I really don't want to go, but I still want to be invited to do things from this person. Eventually, if you make enough excuses, I think what happens is people cut you off. If you make enough excuses about not being able to show up, mom said I can't, dog threw up, have to do homework, I shit my pants, eventually they're going to be like, all right, fuck this person. I'm not going to invite them anymore. But if you hit them with the I would love to, and then right before the event starts, be like, oh, dude, and then you hit them with a you can't go, usually you'll still get invited. It might have been Abe. Abe got to LA. I love Abe. I love Abe. He was like, yo, do you want to go to dinner? And I probably could have gone to dinner, but I kind of wanted to stream more, I think. But I don't want to say to Abe, hey, I would rather stream than drive 45 minutes to an hour in LA traffic both ways. I say instead, I'll see if I can make it, I'll let you know. And then day of, hit him with the, I actually really can't pull through. I love you, Abe. please invite me to things in the future. That's the exact message I'll send on the second one. I think that's fair. Did he ever invite you again? No, he left. Wait, no, I didn't think about it. No, he never did. And then he left. He left LA. They had a birthday party and everything for Wendy, and I wasn't. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Abe hates me now. Oh, my God. I never pieced it together. Oh, my God. All right. You know what? I think the best answer is tell him you just can't hang out. Anyway, let's take a look at what chat said. What do you guys think is the number one answer? The number one answer was make up an excuse. What excuses do you use? What the hell do you tell someone? I'm babysitting? What fucking baby? I feel like you know what the real excuse people have been using for the past 2 years is? COVID. Because in reality, if you really wanted to hang out with someone, you'd probably say fuck COVID. Unless you're like genuinely concerned that this would be an interaction that would cause COVID to spread. But I think people have been coasting off of COVID, bro. It's just that I'm so into it though. Like stopping it. I'm not into the virus, obviously, but I'm so into stopping it. I've actually been reading up. This is real shit. You know what I mean? I just want the world to get back to normal though. You know what I mean? I miss it. Ludwig is live. Sorry. If you say that, that's actually a great excuse. I would imagine your friends would let you go on that one. Oh, fuck, bro. I feel that. Can't miss that juicy content. All right, this next question I asked, how are you actually feeling? I feel like it's the number one question that people lie about all the time. Because at least in America, how are you doesn't mean how are you feeling. It just means hi in more words. So everyone lies about it. Sometimes it's almost weird to answer honestly. Chat in general, though, a 3. Interestingly, there are more 1s than there are 5s. 4 and 2 is kind of even. It's kind of sad, though. Almost double the amount of people are a 1 than a 5. Makes sense that this would be the distribution, because obviously the 1 and the 5 are polarizing, so they should be smaller. But let's try to get more 5 out of 5s in there, boys. Hey, let's let this be the wake-up call to go get yourself some food. To get out there and start that workout you've been holding off, you lazy fuck. You'll feel better after. Maybe you want a really good movie to watch to distract you for an hour or 2. All right. I got a recommendation for you right now. It's called... Fuck. The final question of the survey. Boys, whenever I ask you if you've scrolled down and at least check to see if you're subscribed, and considered subscribing if you enjoy the content because it helps me so much. Do you actually do it? Let's see if it's over 50%. Let's go! Always! I love the content. Want that in my inbox. Shit! I want it in my mailbox. I love you. I know you said no parasocial relationships, but no cap on a stack. This content is my Bible. Ludwig 7 to all of you. And to the other 41%, just consider. Please. Just consider one time.
Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. Why would he have this in his deck?
Well, Yugi?
Take this, Kaiba!
Impossible! Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
In this video, we'll take another look at my Mario Maker fan game called Super Smashy Maker, a game where I've been adding a ton of fan suggested features like new bosses, enemies, platforms, and more. In this video, I focused a bit more on Mario's movements and did some quality of life improvements to make gameplay smoother. Now let's take a look, and also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. One thing I really liked from previous games are these chain links which originated in Super Mario Bros. Just like vines, Mario can climb these fences, but he can also perform some more actions too. He can punch it, which can defeat climbing enemies on the other side, and if he punches one of these spinning gates, he can climb on the other side too. So first, I added normal time climbing just to get the climbing code fully operational, and that didn't take too long. As you can tell, I didn't add the assembly and climb physics you would expect, but that's for prototype purposes. When the vines were done, I started adding in the chain links which look like these. As you can see, the tiling for them already works perfectly. Of course, chain link is quite different from vine climbing, and just using these side-facing sprites would not really work if Mario turns to the other side of the fence. So that's why I decided to add both forwards and backwards facing sprites too. These will be an extra indicator to check if you are in front or behind the fence. You might also notice that it is not possible to climb diagonally, which is not possible in Super Mario Maker 2. This will make gameplay a bit less static in my opinion. If Mario is behind the fence, not only his sprite should change, but he should also appear behind it. As this is a 2D game, you can do this by changing the sprite order, which is quite easy to do. At this point, I used the hotkey to change from forward to background, and now Mario is actually behind the fence. Even if he stops climbing, he will stay behind it, as the game stores that data. However, this won't affect any gameplay when not climbing. To change from forward to background and vice versa, we obviously need one of these spinning fences and the ability to punch the fence. I started with adding the punch. After one punch, there's a small delay for moving and punching again. This punch animation of course got added to both before and back to climbing. After that, I added in the animation for the spinning gate, which can rotate either left or right depending on Mario's position relative to the center of the gate, which gets calculated after we hit it. Then I made Mario move over to the correct position after a punch, which is also calculated depending on the distance to the center of the gate once again. The further you are away from it, the more distance Mario travels. The only thing left to do was actually turning Mario around, which also needs some animations. And as you can tell, it looks quite cool. I also made sure Mario needs to be fully on the spinning gates for it to work, to avoid any bugs and glitches. As the creator of a stage, you will be able to place down spinning gates in between fences and turn from one side to the other, as you can see here. When Mario is climbing, you can of course still collect coins, but if the coins are in the foreground and Mario is in the background, you should not be able to collect them, which is still the case here. And it also counts for the other way around. That's why I added some simple code which checks the fore and background state of the coins in Mario. This will make sure that he can only collect coins in the same state as him. This is also the case for the big coins and star coins. In some cases you can even almost fully hide behind a star coin, like this. In future videos I'll be adding climbing enemies like the Scoopas, moving fences, and maybe even ones that are around like these. Let me know what else you would want to see. In one of my previous videos, I already showed off a Mini Mario power-up, but I thought it was time to improve them, and I think I succeeded. To begin, I added actual Mini Mario sprites instead of just shrinking the small Mario sprites, which look like these. Because they're so small, it was difficult to put detail into them, but the spriter did so really well. As you can tell from this gameplay, his jump physics aren't what they should be. Mini Mario is of course known for his more floater physics, so I took a look at NSMPU and tried to fully copy those Mini Mario physics. It took me a while to get them as perfect as I could, but eventually I was satisfied with these jumps. He can jump a bit higher and falls down slower of course. Now obviously, Mini Mario is also known for some of his other awesome abilities like running walls and sprinting over water. As I haven't added water to the game just yet, I decided to start implementing the wall running ability. If Mario runs into a wall while sprinting and going faster than his walking speed, he starts sprinting onto that wall, straight up. So first I simply added that moving behavior to my code, which looks a bit funny here, as he does not turn his sprite yet. I also derived his wall running speed from NSMPU, which is 8 tiles per second. First I made sure that if the player stops inputting the directional button or stops sprinting, Mario loses his speed and falls back down. I also did that for when he hits the ceiling. Then I made his sprite turn depending on the angle he's running on and from which side he runs up the wall. Of course he needs to stop running if no wall is detected anymore. And we can't have this happen either, where he moonwalks up the wall. So I made sure Mario can only run on the wall when he is facing that wall. So when Mario takes a corner, he should automatically turn back to normal running. so I added some code which detects corners like these. When he turns, he keeps his forward momentum as well, of course. Looks pretty cool. This should also happen when Mario runs off an edge. This should make him start wallowing downwards, so not like this. For that, I added some edge detection. And at first, I didn't do it correctly, as you can tell, and Mario just started running up into the sky without any walls in sight. Luckily, this was just a dumb oversight that was fixed quickly. Then the next problem occurred where I made Mario run upwards when an edge got detected, which is of course not the intention. After fixing the code, I made it work and it looked like this. I was quite happy with how it turned out. Oh, and I also had this funny bug happen to me during the coding process where Mario kept turning his sprites. So with that said, enjoy small mini Mario parkour, which perfectly shows off how the wall running works. Later on, I'll be adding water and the ability to run over it, but for now this will have to do. Let me know what you think of it. One small thing I like from NSMPS and NSM2 are these tight ropes. Mario can stand on them, which makes him get slower, and if he stands still for too long, he falls through the rope. I started working on them as well, and used these cool sprites. First, I made Mario able to stand on it, but I had some weird bugs happen. Mario started jittering, and he would keep floating in the air if he tried getting off. Luckily, that was fixed fast. Then I added some new sprites for balancing Mario. As you can tell, they are really well made. And if he stands still, he will start doing this unbalanced animation. He should then also fall through the rope, as he lost his balance. That happens after around 3 seconds, just like in NSMP2. After that, I made sure that Mario very quickly loses forward momentum when jumping on one of these tight ropes. Of course, Mario can jump off the tight ropes, and depending on which part of the rope he is standing on, his jump height will change. The tight rope also bends depending on Mario's position. Now, because this is SME1, it's more difficult to implement those bending mechanics, so I did not try it yet. But here's a small representation of how it will most likely look if it is done. This will also make it look way less static. So for now, that's it for the tight ropes, but they will definitely return. What do you think of these so far? As I mentioned earlier, I also added some quality of life improvements to make the gameplay smoother. One of those is unduck detection. This will make sure that if Mario is ducking while hitting a ceiling and then releases a duck button, he will not immediately unduck, as he will be inside of the ceiling, like you can see here. So this unduck detection checks if you are far enough from the ceiling to actually unduck. Apart from that, I added crushing detection as well, so Mario can get crushed both vertically and horizontally. This was quite important to add to a game like this. I also improved Mario's physics a little bit to make them more like those from Super Mario Maker 2. Here's a small preview. And lastly, I quickly improved the animations for picking up big coins, which now mimic those from Super Mario Maker 2 perfectly. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you liked all the improvements made, and if you have any other suggestions, you can always drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Thanks a lot for watching.
I have only 5 days to make this video. So Honey came to me saying they wanted me to make a video, and I said, okay, yeah, let's do this. However, I did not look at the day they wanted this video out. Apparently, the day they want this video to go out is the 8th of October. It is currently October the 3rd. There is only 5 days left. Now, I had the option to make it a very simple concept and just call it a day. That was an option. Okay, so I only have 5 days to make this video, and I have absolutely done nothing. So, pretty much we're gonna have a little camera, all right? This is me, right there. This camera is gonna send, you know, its footage to a server that I'm gonna make. This is just gonna be some kind of program that basically grabs the camera. Now, the server is gonna do some big brain stuff to basically say, hey, what kind of move am I doing right now? Am I jumping in the air? Am I doing a Gangnam style? Basically, it's gonna say, what move am I doing? And then, depending on the dance that I'm doing, I'm gonna, you know, control my I don't know how this is gonna work. I have 5 days.
Okay, so we have good news and bad news. The good news is, I got the camera working, which is fantastic. Bad news is, it might already have taken a day and a half, so we only have 3 days left.
It's not working, is it? Hold on. Come on! No! Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of work. Okay, so while I'm doing these poses, let me explain in a really quick way how this all works. Basically, I have this little kind of brain, which is called a neural network. Now, this brain is supposed to remember whenever I do a move, what move that will be. So, as example, if I do a T-pose, I can tell it this is a T-pose, and it will then be like, okay, I will remember this. Then hopefully, after spending a lot of hours, and if it works right, it should be able to recognize these later on. And after quite some hours later, it finally started to somewhat recognize what I was doing. This is supposed to be disco 1, disco 2. 1, 2. I don't know what I was really tired, okay? I was really happy with the result, but at the same time, I was incredibly tired of continuously standing like a tree. So I started working on something else. Okay, so whatever I've done now is basically whenever this server on the left over here starts, in 5 seconds after it starts, my Minecraft client, so this one, should walk forward for exactly 3 seconds. That's what I'm hoping with this right here. So it basically waits 5 seconds, and it then says, yo, walk forward for 3 seconds. So once I start this thing, hopefully that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna let go of the keyboard. Not holding it. Awesome. Okay, let me fix that. Yes, dude! And stop. Let's go! Okay. Perfect. Okay, this is very good. So now we have 2 things working. 1, it's able to know whenever I T-pose, and it's able to process that data. And 2, with the same program that is able to tell when I T-pose, I can also control Minecraft. All I have to do now is combine the 2. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not, because first, this video is sponsored by Honey. Woohoo! Okay, so you know how websites sometimes have this little box that says, hey, if you have a discount code, please put it here. 95% of the time, you actually don't do it because either you don't have one or you just don't notice it. Well, wait no more, because now there is Honey. Basically, they find those codes for you so that you don't have to. You just have to do whatever you normally would, you know, buy some clothing or buy a PC, and Honey then goes, hey, I got you a little gift. So you hit a button and check this out. Wait for it. Bam! Just saved $100 doing nothing, baby. It works on tons of different big sites that you probably already use for things such as food delivery or games, clothing. You name it, it probably has it. So I genuinely have no clue why you don't already use Honey. It's super easy to get because it's just a browser extension, and on average it saves you about 18% if Honey can find a coupon, and it's completely free. But here's the thing, make sure to use my link because that also helps me out. Link will be in the description and it's also on screen, so give it a look. But anyway, thank you, Honey, for being awesome. And let's get back to the video. Oh my god. T-pose. Wait, this is actually kind of insane. T-pose. Wait, that's so cool. Oh my god. Yeah, I got it working. That is so cool. I'm so happy this is finally working. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is ridiculously cool. Things were starting to get really, really good, and this would only get crazier from this point on. But I first had to flex on a friend and show him what I did. I wanna show you something.
I'm worried.
Watch this, right? Okay, pay attention to my face cam and pay attention to Minecraft. Here we go.
My brain is too small for this amount of genius.
Okay. Move! Yes! Oh my god! No way! Okay, it's not perfect, but it's a really, really good start. Of course, later on I'm gonna fix all the bugs, but just the fact that I can get it this far means there is potential. This basically tells me, hey, your idea of playing Minecraft with literal dance moves, it might actually work. This might actually work. Move! Stop! That's so amazing! Now I have to just add more. Okay, are you ready for this? If this works, I made it, so I have to like boogie, to like disco dance to break blocks. If this works... Oh my god. Wait, so if I... Yes! Yes! We're breaking blocks, baby. Why is it going neutral? I'm disco one-ing. Break it! Break it! Come on, man! Oh, it's so difficult. Oh! Go! Go, 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 go! Yes! So once I figured out that both of them are linked, I kind of got crazy and just started working. I'm going to waste my entire day doing this. And guess what? It already has taken the entire day. So I started working again. And even though I already worked the entire day, I really wanted to get this done. This project really started to take shape and I wanted to see how far I could take it. Yes! Yes! Yikes, dude. It is like getting nighttime. Ooh, I don't want mobs to spawn. Better go fix that. You know, holding your arms up like that for over a minute. I sit at home all the time. This is like a huge. This is like going outside for me. Okay, this is like the daily exercise I'm getting. I am actually getting tired. This is very embarrassing. But right now we only have like 4 different moves. We have neutral, T-pose, disco up, and disco down. These aren't really a lot of controls. So the next day I decided to fix that. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't. Crap! Oh, my left leg is cramping. I have the best balance of the world. I did that in one go. This was my first. Oh my god, I'm so good at this. Sadly, I was having some trouble, and this took me a really long time to fix, but luckily I eventually did. Neutral. T-pose. Down. Up. Left. Right. Let's go! Oh my god, this has taken multiple days to fix. Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. And oh boy, did I add more controls. So on top of the initial 4, we now also have disco left, right. We have left leg, right leg, flying up, flying down. We have jumping, and the one I'm not that proud of, we also have dabbing. But hey, listen, I needed some way to attack, okay? I needed some way. Oh, and if you were wondering, how did I train these things? How did I do them? Well, like this. And now came the fun part. We actually have to hook all of these up. Every single one of these needs to not only be detected, but we also needed to do something. And I started working again. And if you're wondering how long these sessions of coding last, they last a long time. But not only did I work on it a little bit, not only did I add more moves, I also made them a lot more working, so to say. Basically, if you remembered, the first time I tried to break blocks by discoing, it didn't really work that good. Well, I fixed it. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at how smooth that was. Oh my god. Wait, this is so good. It worked perfectly. It actually just worked perfectly, exactly how I wanted it. Oh my god, that's insane. This is so good. Once I figured out it was really, really accurate, I did the one thing I had to do. Show my dad. And rid him out? And finally, after hooking everything up, it, I mean, I'm quite proud to say this, but it worked. Things just worked. There were no problems. It took me a really long time, but once I finally tested everything, it had no issues. It just worked. No way! Wait. Oh my god, wait. Oh, here we go. Wait. Look. Yes! This is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Now, the way I made it is so that I can make move sequences. So, as example, if I disco, that is actually a disco down followed by a disco up. So if I just keep doing that, it considers that as mining. But I realized that I made it in a way so that there's no limit to how many moves you can do. You can chain 20 different moves consecutively and make that do something unique. So I started thinking. Cheat code. Left. Left. Right. Right. T-pose. Oh my god, that's so good. That is so much fun. But back on track, now that everything worked, I decided to set up a little, kind of like a parkour, a sort of track to really test my skills. Really push it to its limit and see if everything works the way I wanted it to. This was gonna define whether my program worked or not. If I failed here, then that basically meant everything was for nothing. And my first obstacle was immediately quite a big one. It was a relatively big lava lake that I had to go around. Now, in theory, I can jump over it. However, I took the safe route to really test whether left and right worked and basically see if my controls are good enough to not fall into the lava and die. Now, the second obstacle was pretty simple. It was just 2 little barricades that I have to jump and then immediately move forward right after. And while I struggled with this a little bit, it wasn't too hard to eventually get down and pass without effort. Now we get to the big leap. Now for this one, I coded a custom jump that allows me to jump much further than a normal jump. Otherwise, this would not be possible. And, well, again, it worked. Now, I don't think I showed this previously in the video, but the way I right-click is by pointing to my left, and the way I scroll with my hotbar is pointing to the right. I didn't have too many controls for this, so I kind of had to deal with the options I had, but it worked out, so I'm not complaining. Then we get to the classic part of Minecraft. It's breaking blocks, and obviously that means Fundy discoing like crazy. And at the end, there was supposed to be a zombie, but I think he despawned. I'm not sure what happened, so I quickly fixed that, and my final task was to slay it. If I was able to slay the zombie and everything was fine, then that meant I did it. I made Minecraft fully controllable with my camera. It is done! Oh my god. Minecraft, but it's fully controlled by dance moves. This is like, I genuinely am a little bit physically exhausted from this. Because, like, we had the walking around the lava, we had the jumps. Jumps are quite tough, actually. But then we had the leap, which I cleared. Right-clicking the dispenser so we get our items. Equipping them, breaking the obsidian, and killing the zombie. That's pretty much all there is right now. Now that we can finally control, you know, Minecraft with our actual real-life body, we have so many different things we can do. However, the video is getting quite long, so I'm gonna do a classic Fundy move, which is splitting the video into 2 parts. The first part you just watched, which is where we made Minecraft entirely controllable with, you know, poses. With our literal webcam, we are able to control 80% of Minecraft, which is crazy. But part 2 is where we actually combine everything together. It will actually be real-life dance moves, and we're gonna see how far we can push Minecraft to its limits. Long story short, subscribe if you like the video. Please do. Actually do. You're gonna miss part 2 if you don't. Like, seriously do. And, bye.
In order to watch and understand this video, you need to set the view speed to 0.5 times speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us begin. showtime speed, you've only added 2 minutes of watch time. But my video is going to break this metric by having double the watch time for each viewer, because you're of course watching this at half speed. For every 1 second of the video, you're adding 2 seconds of watch time, which effectively doubles the watch time that you add as a total. So instead of watching a maximum of 100% of the video, you're now able to watch a maximum 200% of the video, all thanks to watching it at half speed. Now for the YouTube algorithm, this video is incredible. You love it so much you're watching it twice as hard, and that's a sign that it needs to be recommended to way more people than it logically should. So thanks to your viewership together, today we're breaking the YouTube algorithm. Feel free to go into the comment section and write down which view you were on this video, because it's likely to grow very fast and introduce thousands of new people into the wonderful world of exploiting everything with the Spiffing Brit. Now, is it viable to deliberately increase a video's speed to make viewers watch it at half speed? The answer is no. Beyond a silly experiment like this, the loss of audio and visual quality makes it a much less comfortable viewing experience. But if you still want above 100% audience retention and watch time, then why not try out YouTube Shorts, or watch my live stream of many exploits where we explain how to break audience retention on streams. And there we have it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break YouTube. We're going to do it gloriously, and it's all thanks to you. So let the chaos commence, as this glorious video redefines YouTube better. Not at all, because no one else is going to do this. It's just too silly. But hey, I'm British, so it pays to be a little bit silly. Let the carnage commence.
Fundy.
In order to open So we put this bad boy on, and now if we go to our level up screen, we can see that our health is now at 12,000. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in Skyrim. That's right, our long-awaited expedition into Skyrim to break the game has finally started, and to think it's only taken us just half a year to finally do an exploit video on the most broken game in existence. Thank you, Todd Howard, our Lord and Savior, for making it in such a way. Now, Skyrim is such a unique, it's such a beautiful and such a majestic role-playing game, which I'm pretty much certain every single person in the universe has played. And so here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, to show you one of my favourite exploits, as well as many others, because let's be honest, it's Skyrim. It's physically impossible to play the game without showing off exploits. The game literally just throws exploits at you, and you have to go, please, no, Todd, stop, why didn't you bug fix this years ago? So today, here we are, in the fantastic game, where I'll be demonstrating to you, ladies and gentlemen at home, the most overpowered weapon in the game, the common household utensil of the fork. So without further ado, let's start a new game. Oh, here we are. We're in the character customization. I have the alternative life start mod installed, mostly so that I don't have to sit through that horrible, fantastic tutorial that Todd Howard created for all of us at home. So yes, we need to create a character / hero to be our adventurer through this wonderful world. Now, there are many different people to choose from and many adventures we could have with some of these fantastically beautiful people. Oh, but I've got an idea, ladies and gentlemen. I have a fantastic idea. I think today, ladies and gentlemen, we should create the greatest man ever to exist. Now, many of you at home might have been watching E3 and think, well, of course, it's got to be Keanu Reeves. But no, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. It's Keanu Reeves' long-lost cousin, Riano Keeves. That's who we're going to be creating today. And I think unlike our previous adventures into Skyrim, we probably shouldn't just make all of our characters of eyes that stare into the void, no matter how much I do enjoy it. Oh my goodness, eye height slider. Oh, Todd, you shouldn't have given me such powers. Oh yes, Riano Keeves, he's going to have very low down eyes for some reason. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful little goblin. Oh, I need these massive eyebrows. Yes, we want the bushiest boys alive. In fact, you know what? We're going to have his eyebrows kind of migrate away from his eyes. They just don't want to be included there. They want to be free. Right, I don't want to say weird things happen every time I create a character, but, you know, I'd say this one's gone surprisingly well. Right, now we just need Riano Keeves' beautiful hair. Oh, there we go. It's perfect. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves' actual chin isn't like that, but Rihanna Keeves can be. That's the joy of creativity and imagination. That's what Todd Howard wanted to teach us about. The joy of creating something beautiful. Yes, very beautiful, aren't you, Rihanna Keeves? Right, let us finish and name our character. Yes, Rihanna Keeves. Perfect. The greatest hero I could ever wish for. Now we just need to pick our life. You know, we could do the vanilla start, but I think so many people have seen it, it's best we probably skip it. And instead, we'll go for arriving on board a ship, and I'm gonna say we just arrived in Dawnstar for some reason. Yes, this makes sense. After trying to escape the success of his cousin, Keanu Reeves, Rihanna Keeves decides to jump on board a boat and sail away to a far-gone land, where Todd Howard, one of his friends from primary school in the chess club, promised him safety and sanctitude by porting him into a game just like CD Projekt Red. But inside this game, Todd Howard promised him godhood, and so that is what Rihanna Keeves is striving for today. What a magical journey we're going to go on. I'm so excited. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready for this, make sure you are sat back, that you are relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea in front of you as we're about to begin the life of the greatest hero ever made. And you know what? Rihanna Keeves, he's a lovely guy. Look at him. He's so majestic. You know what? He's willing to do a special offer just for you, the ladies and gentlemen at home. The first 5,000 majestic sausages to like this video will be visited in their sleep tonight by Rihanna Keeves. That's right, this magical, beautiful creature will just spontaneously, sometime around midnight, you'll open your eyes and there he is, standing at the end of your bed, giving you a wave, and then he'll disappear forever, never to be seen again. Who wouldn't want that beautiful service? God, I don't know if that's going to have a positive or negative reaction on how well this video does. Anyway, Rihanna Keeves, you know, he's just arrived by boat. He needs some supplies, so where is he going to get the supplies from? Well, we're in Dawnstar, ladies and gentlemen. And as we know, Todd Howard left a little surprise for Rihanna Keeves in Dawnstar. Near this mine here, we go to these rocks, and these rocks are very special rocks. What's that? Search chest? But hang on a second. That's not a chest. That's a rock. Oh no, it isn't, ladies and gentlemen. This is in fact very much a chest full of literally everything you could possibly need. So we're going to be grabbing all of the fun items which have actual magical enchantments on them, as these enchantments are going to become very useful later on. And even a wooden sword. Wow, this is like the second most powerful weapon in the game. So many valuable items are left in here. I wonder where they all came from. Why is there a chest here? Well, basically, Todd Howard decided that the magical roaming bands of traders known as the Khajiit, who go from town to town giving you magical supplies, needed to have a place to store their goods. And for some reason, Todd decided to not bury this beneath the ground, but he decided to place it slap bang right here. Thank you, Todd. But of course, we don't actually have enough items to create a god tier level fork. We're going to need some more items, and we're also going to need some enchantments that we actually want. So to get those enchantments, we're going to need to have the Khajiit restock their supplies. And how are they going to restock their supplies, you might ask? Well, it's quite simple. We need to just stand here and wait. So, this is where the Khajiit will arrive eventually when their trade caravan comes, and so we will simply stand and stare and wait for their arrival. I will see all of you in about 17 hours, as Todd Howard decided to make the time-passing animation incredibly slow. My goodness, these cats really do take a long time. You know what? Maybe Rihanna Keeves can do something first. You know, just to test out some of his incredible powers. Well, you know, Rihanna Keeves, he likes money. He loves to make money. But where's the best place to get money? Well, best way to get money in this game is probably by trading. But trading's a little bit tricky because, you know, you need items to actually trade and traders who want to buy from you. So what if there was a way to bypass literally all of that? Well, we're going to head over here to this wonderful, oh, is this some kind of mortar and pestle? Nice. Some kind of alchemy shop. I'm going to wait until they open their doors. That'll be fun. Here we go. So now that they're open, we can now start to buy some of these fantastic items here. Actually, no, we don't want any of these, but Rihanna Keeves would like some money. So how are we meant to get money and not lose anything from our inventory? Because it's quite important that we keep everything in our inventory. Well, if that's the case, we talk to Frida here and see what she has on sale. Now she has some quite impressive things on sale, including a potion of brief invisibility. I would love something like that, but we just don't really have the money. So what if there was some kind of way, ladies and gentlemen, to get money without actually selling anything? Well, luckily this is where Rian O'Keefe's education comes into effect. Well, Rian O'Keefe, he's an intelligent guy. He actually has a full university diploma from realisticdiplomas.com in the art of Khajiit trading. This is an actual legitimate thing you can buy, by the way, if you'd like. Oh god, but now that I actually think about this, I probably should have mentioned that, else I'll have people demanding that I do the same thing. It's gonna be just like that knighthood from Sealand. Look guys, I sunk £80 into a knighthood from Sealand. How far do I have to take the memes, ladies and gentlemen? How far? Oh goodness, you know what? I'll buckle into it, okay? This is gonna be a huge push for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you... If for some reason this video can hit 20,000 likes, I have no idea how, I will buy a fake diploma in Khajiit trading from the University of Australia via realisticdiplomas.com. Oh goodness, the things I do. Anyway, let us see how Rian O'Keefe can put his realistic diploma to good use. Well, so how do we do this wonderful thing? Well, you want to hit on Rian O'Keefe, go over to Frida here, and then hit E. And suddenly, things have gotten a little bit wacky, because we are now in our sell screen. So as you can see in the bottom left, we have the letter E, and that means we can sell items. Whatever we sell here, we gain money from. For example, this ale we sell, and as you can see, Frida's gold goes down and our gold goes up. Yet the ale doesn't go away. Also, you might remember that we don't actually have any ale in our inventory. Now this can be advanced by looking even further down. This here is the potion of brief invisibility, an item that I'd love to have but will never be able to afford. Yet for some reason it now says only 69 in value, and also I can sell it. Well, hang on a second, what has Rian O'Keefe's done now? Well, what's happened here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Rian O'Keefe's art of Khajiit trading is so powerful, he's able to go over to this lovely little Frida here and convince her to buy her own items off of herself and give the money to Rian O'Keefe's, and Frida's gold goes down and ours goes up and our speech levels up. Yep, that's how it works. And you know, we're so good, we're even going to sell it to her even when she has no gold. So we're gaining no gold from this, but we're selling her this potion, and our speech just keeps on going up. As fast as I can hit enter, it's gonna go up, and that's a level up, ladies and gentlemen. Speech level 22. Come on, Frida, keep buying all of your own potions. Yeah, Todd Howard, this game, it just works, doesn't it? Just works. Perfect release quality. By the way, I'm playing on Skyrim Special Edition. This is meant to be the Mastered Edition they released well after the game, and the game is 10 years old at this point, so it's not like they haven't had time to patch it. Although, to be honest, I mean, they have been too busy implementing Fortnite into Fallout 76, so I can't blame them for not focusing on patching this. Anyway, there we go. What a success. We've had an absolutely brilliant sale time with Frida here. Alternatively, there's another way to do this even more and gain more money. What you're going to want to do is drop down a save. So we drop down a save here, get out our fists, punch Frida, and then immediately reload the game. And for some reason, Todd Howard has her be hostile for a second and then immediately resets her. But in resetting her, an issue arises. Her money has been reset. So has her entire inventory, meaning she now has 2 potions of brief invisibility. Thanks, Todd Howard. Working perfectly as intended. And also, she's forgotten about that branching timeline where Rian O'Keefe literally just punched her and is more than willing to do even more trading. So we go over and we do some more trading. Our speech is up to 41. This is going so well, Rian O'Keefe, so well. You know, whilst we're here, we could actually do buying some of these supplies because we're going to be needing them later on. So we're going to want some Cyrodiilic spade tails, and I'm pretty sure some Absian longfins also work. There we go, perfect. Anyway, I'll see you later, Frida. I've got some Khajiits to trade with. And finally then, we'll be able to test who has the greatest trading prowess. Rian O'Keefe with his perfectly realistic diploma from realisticdiplomas.com, 100% not sponsored, or the actual Khajiit, the greatest traders in the entirety of this universe. And so Rian O'Keefe begins his long wait. He must now sit here and wait for the Khajiit to arrive. And here they are. The Khajiit have arrived. Perfect. You only have to wait a few days for them to actually turn up. However, you might notice that Skyrim has kind of Skyrimed. Now these 3 Khajiit aren't actually all the Khajiit. There's a 4th one of them, and it's the 4th one that you can do the trading with. The rest are kind of useless. So where is the 4th one? Well, thanks to Todd Howard's ingenuity, for some reason you have quite a high chance of them just leaving the 4th one behind. And you can find the 4th one by just running along this road, and there she is standing on a rock over there. Thanks Todd Howard, very cool. Now these Khajiit will have the same inventory as the one we literally just stole from not that long ago. So if we check what they have for sale, we can see that basically, as we've waited a few days, that chest over there is reset and is now filled with all of the goodies that we see in her inventory. Now this is absolutely fantastic because there are some great things in here. For example, an enchantment that we need massively. The Necklace of Minor Alchemy. This means created potions are 12% more powerful. That is incredibly overpowered. But how do we get it? We can't afford it. It's 1,417. Oh, actually we can afford it. Okay, let's just buy it. And now we are down and the Khajiit now has 2,000 gold. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We've said hello to our Khajiit friend over here. Now we're going to run this way. So we've just bought that fantastic alchemy thing. That is brilliant. That means all of our potions are so much stronger. And trust me, that's going to be necessary. But now that we know that the Khajiit inventory has been reset, what you want to do is run down this hill and we're going to run all the way over to the mine. Come on, Rihanna Keeves, it's not even that cold. So there we go. We just jump our way over here and over here, bam, we have our friend, the chest. Here we go, chest. And as we can see, her entire inventory has been reset and these are all of the items included. So we'll just grab all of the soul gems as always. Also, all of the gold that we gave her ourselves has also been deposited in here. So that's 2,167 gold we've just gained back. And there we go, success. We've managed to get all of the items we like. So what do we do? Well, we just have to run back to our Khajiit friend. So you just run all the way back up the hill over to our lovely friend, Khajiit Trader. Now, of course, her inventory hasn't reset because we've literally just gone back and forth. So we need to find a way to reset our lovely Khajiit friend's inventory. And the best way to do that is by dropping down a save and then punching her. And then immediately loading the save. And now, for some reason, she became hostile, resets her hostility, and her gold has been reset. But not only that, so have all of her weapons. I'm going to repeat this process a few times. I'll see you once I've gathered all of the supplies that I like the look of. Now, you might be wondering, why is Rihanna Keeves so destined on accumulating so much money and power? And why on earth does he have a diploma from realisticdiplomas.com, not an actual reputable college like, I don't know, the College of Winterhold? Well, it's because the College of Winterhold didn't want Rihanna Keeves. Apparently, they took one look at him and decided, no. So Rihanna Keeves is on a mission to become the most powerful man alive and force the College of Winterhold to accept him for what he is, the Lord and Saviour of all humanity. And whilst we're here, just nab literally everything. Minor boots of sneaking? More like my boots of sneaking now. Right, and now back to Khajiit Lady to do it all again. So at the moment I'm just power leveling the speech skill by convincing Todd Howard that at the moment I'm trading 1,629 every 3 times I press the enter key. And as you can guess, I have for some reason inherited the abilities of almost any Korean StarCraft 2 player, and my enter tapping abilities have almost exceeded normal British capabilities. Oh, I'm gonna need a new keyboard after this, but it's worth it for the video. Go for it, keyboard, go! Oh yes, speech skill 49, come on, let's get it to 50. There we go, speech skill 50. Whoa, what a challenge that was. My finger has literally melted. Oh, but that was worth it. Alright, let's drop down a save. So we drop down another save. A punch. And then we load it again. Oh, this is how to profit. This is good profit. Alright, you know what? I think I've found everything I'm ever going to find off of the Khajiit. I've got quite a few enchantments that I like the look of, so now we just need to move on to the next phase of our plan. Quite simple, in fact. Rihanna Keeves needs to run back, loot all of the soul gems out of that chest, and then we have to go on a bit of an adventure. Alright, there we go. We've nabbed everything I could find in the chest that I like the look of, and now it's time for us to leave. And I'm afraid we need to leave for good and go somewhere much more profitable. Now, whilst I might make a lot of jokes at Skyrim's expense, one thing you can't pass up on is the fact that this game is actually beautiful. And it was made 10 years ago, and yet to this day, it's still a game that so many of us are still playing. Can we say that about Call of Duty games that were made in, say, the last 4 years? Not really, but we can certainly say it about this. Anyway, now we need to actually continue on our journey of making the most powerful character in the universe using only a wooden fork. Now, wooden forks in Skyrim come in 2 variants. You have the plain, boring wooden fork, and then you have the wooden fork weapon version. Now, normally, you can't find the wooden fork fork weapon version. Now, the wooden fork by itself does 1 damage and is completely useless. However, with enough skill, it is the most powerful weapon in the game. Now, you want to go to this lovely lady here in Whiterun, as she can teach you how to do alchemy. So you just want to plow a ton of gold into her, and then bam, we've learned how to do alchemy. Now, the issue is this game says you need to level up to actually train more. So, yep, sadly, we do have to level up our character. But then, you know, bam, we can just do it all again. Now, it's important we reach an alchemy level of, I'm going to say about 40, I think it is, you need to hit. We certainly want to make this more powerful. So I'm going to buy Alchemist up to level 2. That means all of our potions are 40% stronger. But we're also probably going to want to grab Physician so that we can then grab Benefactor, as this means potions you mix with beneficial effects have an additional 25% magnitude, which is very impressive. And if you ever want to, say, borrow something in this game, say this very expensive Void Salts here, or maybe this even more expensive potion of Haggling, then what you do is you just grab it and run this direction, and then when you're here, you just crouch down, drop it on the floor, and lo and behold, she doesn't suspect anything. I just came in here with one of her potions, and it's disappeared, but there's no way I did that. Anyway, so we're going to head out into Whiterun, and we're going to go visit the Jarl's Palace, for the sole reason that the Jarl's Palace has not only an alchemy table, but also an enchanting table. Oh, it is magical. So Rian O'Keeves is going to run into Dragon's Reach, and for some reason, no one's going to question why on earth he's here. Yep, they're just going to stand over there and ignore him, because guess what? He's not the main character in this storyline. So he's going to come on over here and say hello to Farengar. Luckily, this guy is a source of almost endless soul gems if you need any enchantments. So if you didn't bring some of your own, don't worry, you can just borrow them from him. And by borrowing, I mean the classical Skyrim process of holding E on this soul gem, walking around here, crouching, and then borrowing it. Anyway, we need to level up, and one of the best ways to do it is using an enchanting table, as we need to get some of those enchantments. Yes, you basically just want to plow through all of these enchantments that you've discovered along your way and sell them. Well, by sell them I mean just disenchant them. And there we go, that's 1 level up. But most importantly, we've managed to gain the enchantment of alchemy. That is the most important thing to grab. It doesn't matter what other enchantments you have, it's the alchemy enchantment which is going to actually win the game. And because we've done all that, we've managed to level up. So you level up your perks once more, and then all you have to do is simply run back to that lovely alchemist lady. So there we go, we get her to train us again, and bam, we are now alchemy level 3. Although we have lost a lot of gold, so we're going to have to try and buy that back off of her. But the good news is, all of the money we sank into actually training has gone into our inventory. So we just have to do the classical process again of hovering over our food, hitting E on her inventory, and then we begin to sell back all of her own potions to her. Balance, Todd Howard. Well, anyway, something we want to do is use the Blacksmith's Forge to create some items. So on my adventures around and about Skyrim, I've been able to locate quite a hefty supply of silver ingots, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. So what you want to do is you want to jump on down here and basically start creating some nice jewelry using silver, because silver is a nice cheap resource to have. So you want to basically forge lots and lots of silver necklaces and silver rings. Now these are going to be our pimping equipment, so we want as many of these as possible, because we're going to be using these bad boys to create some of the most broken enchanted equipment the world has ever seen. So there we go, we've just crafted a ton of jewelry. Very successful. Now we just kind of need to go and enchant it all. Right, and the next step, as soon as you start doing this, this is going to be it. This is going to be the start of the great adventure, and there's no going back once you begin, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to begin by creating some brilliant alchemy items. Remember, we already have the Necklace of Minor Alchemy. Now we just need to create ourselves a nice little ring. Let's go over to this arcane enchanter. We grab our silver ring, find an enchantment. Well, of course we want alchemy. This means created potions are 8% more powerful. Very nice. Now we just use the soul gem to do it. Now, after you buy all of the grand soul gems off of Farengar's Secret Fire, you want to simply drop down another quick save, give him a bit of a bat, and then immediately load the quick save again. And every time you do this, his inventory should perfectly reset, and he'll have a brand new grand soul gem for you to buy. And this is the easiest way to get grand soul gems in the game, sadly. And then of course you just immediately sell everything and get all of your money back from Farengar. Lovely. So how many grand soul gems are we up to? We're now up to 5. Not bad at all. Right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to need to go get some ingredients. Some very specific ingredients, but luckily they're not actually that difficult to come by. So what you want to do is you want to gather ingredients for Fortify Restoration Potions and Fortify Enchanting Potions. Fortify Restoration Potions, not difficult at all. All you need is some some salt piles, either small antlers, small pearls, cyrodiilic spade tails, or Acabean longfins. They're not difficult to come by, really cheap to buy off of literally anyone. And once again, once you buy all of the resources and you need some more, simply punch the merchant, reload, and wabam, you'll have all of them. And then for fortify enchanting, you're going to need blue butterfly wings, hag raven claws, snowberries, or spriggan sap. Any two of those four will work when making this potion. Alright, so now that I've given myself all of the items necessary, we can begin enchanting. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you have the items you want to enchant. So for example, you're probably going to want a weapon and maybe a set of armor, which is going to be perfect for your various adventures into Skyrim. Now for our chosen weapon today, we have the fork. The fork is an incredible weapon in Skyrim, and when using enchantment correctly, you can grab your fork, pick an enchantment like say fire damage, and the fork will become the greatest weapon the world has ever seen. Personally, I think fire damage is a good laugh. But can you equip the fork? Of course you can. It is a one-handed weapon, so if you want to dual-wield forks, you can. That's right, Farengar. Feast your eyes upon the fork, the greatest weapon. So we're going to use this alchemy lab and kick Farengar off of it. So to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, you simply want to put on whatever items you have that increase your alchemy abilities. Now for us at the moment, that is solely our Necklace of Minor Alchemy. And other than that, we're going to want to get another one. So we use the Arcane Enchanter, and we want to give ourselves a silver ring, whack on the alchemy enchanting ability, and pop in a Grand Soul Gem and craft it. There we go. And also whilst we're here, make sure to level up and get some incredible enchanting abilities. So you want to make your alchemy skills as high as you possibly can. Make sure to give yourself Physician and Benefactor so that your enchantments are more powerful, and then you want to work your way across to enchanting. And then make sure to get level 1 enchanter and level 2 enchanter. Because we're going for a fire fork here, you might as well grab fire enchanter as well. Perfect. So now we can begin the process of enchanting. So make sure you've whacked on your silver ring of creative potions and more powerful. So there we go. Now all of our creative potions are going to be 12% more powerful. Very nice. So you whack on that and you want to make a fortify restoration potion. How do you do that? Quite simple. We're going to use some small antlers and some salt piles, craft them together, wabam, fortify restoration discovered. And now that we've made one fortify restoration, you simply quit the alchemy table. You want to take off your necklace and rings. Then you want to chug the fortify restoration potion, making restoration spells 39% stronger for 60 seconds, so you give that a chug, and then you check your apparel again, and suddenly crafted potions are now 16% more powerful, and 11% more powerful. Good, so you put both of those items on, use the alchemy lab once more, and make yet another fortify restoration. So you have the potion added to your inventory, you quit the crafting table, you once again take off your apparel, and then you want to chug the potion, which is now at 58%, so you chug that, and then your necklace is now up to 19%, and the ring is at 12%. Now eventually you're going to reach a point where it simply doesn't increase anymore, and at this point, don't worry, do not panic. Simply make sure that you have the highest number you possibly can. Drink the restoration potion, which is 69%, so you give it a chug. I put on my necklace, I put on the rings, and now this is when you want to do your fortify enchanting potion. So you'd use the alchemy lab, and you want to get your ingredients, use the butterfly wings and the snowberries. And so you want to craft, wabam, fortify enchanting. You want to craft a few of these. Just 2 should do for us, as we're simply going to be making a necklace and a ring. So there we go. We have our fortify enchanting recipes, and we come over here, we use our items, and we simply chug this lovely bad boy here, fortify enchanting 11% stronger. Use the arcane enchanter, and we want the item of the silver necklace, the enchantment of fortify alchemy, and the grand soul gem. And now we craft this, and then we do the same for the rings. So there we go. And now once we've done that, we simply have to start over once again at the alchemy lab. Oh, goodness. So now we're effectively on season 2 of the loop, so you want to go back to your alchemy table once again, make a fortify restoration potion. So bam, we create one, we quit the alchemy, but as you can see, it's already at 46%, which is much better than last time. We want to take off all of our alchemy bonuses, chug this potion of restoration, bam. Now that that's drunk, we want to put back on our iron gauntlets of major alchemy, which are now at 24%, our necklace, which is now at 16, and our ring, which is now also at 16. And then we want to use the alchemy lab again, and we're bam, another fortify restoration. So then we immediately quit, items, apparel, take it all off, drink that potion, now at 75%, put the items back on, now all at 19% and 29%, use that alchemy lab once more. Oh, this beautiful loop, I love this game. Thank you, Todd Howard, beautiful game, perfectly working as intended. So now our necklace and ring are up to 27%, the gauntlets are up to 41%. This is when we're starting to hit the snowball now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is going well. Now at 160% stronger alchemy spells. This can only get better, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we've hit the cap, 33% and 51%. So we're going to have to now basically cash in and make our fortify enchanting potion. So we create that, and actually we create a few of these because we're going to need them. So we go about 3 of those, and then you want to come over to this bad boy, the arcane enchanter, and you want to chug your first potion of enchanting, use the enchanter, and then we want to make a silver ring, give it the enchantment of fortify alchemy. Well, bam, it's now crafted potions are 33% more powerful. That seems good. Let's make that immediately. And we want the silver necklace. We want to give it the enchantment of alchemy and fill it with yet another grand soul gem. So we craft that as well. Very nice. And then once again, we start the loop again, but now season 3 where fortify restoration gives us 220%. Very nice. So you quit the alchemy, bam, you jump on out, you want to take off all of your items which have technically lost their power-ups, you want to chug your potion, fortify restoration, and now you just have to work your way back up again. Simple, rinse and repeat. So now we're reaching the point where our iron gauntlets are now at 56% more powerful potions, and our necklaces and rings are offering 36%. So now our fortify restoration potions are up to 284%, which does make them very powerful. Our rings are now up to 42%, our gloves are up to 65% more powerful. Now potions are getting very wacky. 322% stronger fortify restoration potions. Yeah. Honestly, the more ingredients you have, the longer you can do this for, the more overpowered you're going to end up. The choice is yours on how much you want to break the game by. The higher your alchemy level and the more powerful your starting enchanting gear is, generally the faster the process will be, so you don't need to worry about gathering as many ingredients. But realistically, as we're now increasing about 100% potion strength per tick now, as soon as you hit the snowball, it just becomes too easy. So our next potion is going to be 600% stronger. Yep, this is Todd Howard at his finest. Now our fortify restoration, 870%. If you're enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen, hey, make sure to give it a like, because by God, filming these and getting these ready, they do take a long time. I was in lots of collusion with the YouTuber YMFHA, I do believe it is. It's a lovely YouTuber. He does a lot of these Skyrim videos, and he is an absolute god of Skyrim and has given me some of these fantastic cheesy exploits. Like, look at this, 1,562%. Whoa, what a classical exploit this one is. Every time we craft one of these, we level up basically twice because just of how powerful it is. 900,000% stronger than previously. Okay, now we're reaching the point where we need to be careful because we can integer overflow the game. Oh, right. Use alchemy lab. Fortify restoration. Bam and bam. Whatever number that is. Good. We'll take that. You know what? Yes. This seems fine. This seems fine. Oh, right. Chug potion. The completely broken one. This potion is worth over 1 million gold. And now, I don't know, potions are just god tier. So, use alchemy lab. Now, this is where we want to use fortify enchanting. So, let's make a few of these bad boys. This seems fine. Now we quit the alchemy. Okay. And we go over to the arcane enchanters table. Now we want to chug our potion. So we go items, potions, fortify enchanting, use the arcane enchanters table. We want to go item, fork, enchantment, fire damage, and the game's just crashed. Oh, Todd couldn't handle it. Oh my goodness, he couldn't handle it. Right, I'll be back in a bit once I've got this to work again. Oh my goodness, that was brilliant. Right, so I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Time for another run at this lovely enchanting loop. This time I've given myself a few more bonuses. Instead of just our ring and our necklace and our gauntlets, we now also have a nice shiny crown to help us out. So once again, we're going to begin and do our fortify enchanting loop. And this is when the journey is going to start, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and so it begins with our first fortify restoration. Right, now we're hitting the lovely point where our potions are now at 84,000%, so we'll just craft one of these bad boys, and I think this is going to be the limit that I'm going to say we're going to hit, as I think going beyond this might be a bit of an issue. So we're going to chug this potion, and then we're going to start creating our fortify enchanting potions, so we can now craft 21,000% stronger potions and so on. So what we want to do is now make a new potion. We're going to make our fortify enchanting, so we need the blue butterfly wings and the snowberries, and there we go. go. For 30 seconds, items enchanted are 4,299% stronger. So we'll just make a couple of these bad boys, and by crafting one of these, our alchemy is increased from about 50 to 64. Anyway, we're just going to quit the alchemy, and now it's time to create a brand new thing in the Arcane Enchanter. And before we use the Arcane Enchanter, we want to make sure we chug our Potion of Fortifying Enchanting, the strongest one we have, which is this bad boy here. So now 4,600% stronger, and we want to choose the item we'd like to enchant. And I think for our first thing, we'd like to enchant a silver ring. Go to enchantment, and Fortify Alchemy will be the best one. This means created potions are 6,700% more powerful, and this is going to last forever. With a Grand Soul Gem, this becomes 5,000% more powerful. Good, so we craft this bad boy, enchant it, and now we need to start making some more. So we want a necklace, and then we need to chug our lovely Potion of Enchanting. Then we go into the Arcane Enchanter, we get our necklace, we choose the Enchantment of Alchemy, we use our Soul Gem, and now we have a 4,000 powerful necklace. Well, bam! Now we chug another potion, we use the Arcane Enchanter. This time we want the item of the fork, we want the enchantment of, I'm going to say, actually yes, we want one fork to do fire damage. It's going to do 5,000 fire damage. Brilliant. And then we want a soul gem on it, and perfect. Enchant the ultimate fork. Actually wait, no, we want a rename item. This is going to be Bernie Fork. Bernie Fork, more like Bernie Sanders. Perfect! Oh, lovely. Bernie Sanders the fork. However, I'm not quite done. I want to chug this potion here, use the Arcane Enchanter, and I want to get an item. We want to have this lovely leather set of armor, and I'd like the enchantment of health. And we use the Grand Soul Gem, and this increases your health by 11,000 points. Nice. I'd like this bad boy. Wabam. So now we have the leather armor of literally God. So if we go into our inventory, we can see that because we've run out of our Fortify Restoration stacking, our lovely necklaces have gone back to normal. They only do 25% more powerful potions. Our ring only does 8% more powerful potions. However, this necklace here and this ring here, because we crafted them using the Enchanting Potion, which doesn't run out, instead of the Fortify Potion, it means that we now permanently have a way of crafting potions which are 10,000% more powerful. If I was able to put on a ring and create a cup of tea which was 10,000% more powerful, I could probably end the entire universe. So thank God that Todd Howard has restricted my powers to be only in Skyrim today. Also, we have the leather armor of increased health. So we put this bad boy on, and now if we go to our level up screen, we can see that our health is now at 12,000. Oh, this game is great. I absolutely love it. So we find ourselves in this lovely position of great power. What do we do? Well, logically, I'd like to make a potion. A very special potion. What potion are we making today, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be creating a potion of unknown effect. To make this, you just need canis root and swamp fungal pods. Both can be purchased, and you can create a potion of paralysis. Now, because crafted potions are 10,000% more powerful, this poison of paralysis will last 4,300 seconds. Also, because I just crafted it, my alchemy is now leveled up to 95. So we've just made the most powerful potion of paralysis in the entire game. The potion is worth 400,000 gold. So now that we have one of our incredible forks, Bernie Sanders, as we can have two forks in our hands at the same time, we definitely want a second overpowered fork. So how are we going to make the second fork even more overpowered than the first? Well, what you want to do, chug your potion of enchanting, load up the Arcane Enchanter, and we're going to get our second fork and enchant it with Absorb Health. And now, as you can see, it's a fork with the ability to absorb, what the heck is that? Is that 32 million points of health? I do believe it might be. Very well. But we should probably rename this from fork to Fork Give Me. Let's get some leather boots, give them the ability to sneak, and the game's crashed again. Nice! Don't worry, luckily I dropped down a save this time, because I know how to do that. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. After a quick successive run of about 17 crashes, I've finally made it back into the game. And things have gone a little bit awry. We have Bernie Sanders here, quite a good weapon, but actually, apparently, it could be better. It does 5,000 burn damage, which is incredible, enough to destroy anything in this game. However, it's not quite Fork Give Me, which is so powerful, it's worth negative money. You know what, I think it's time for Rian O'Keefe to go on his adventure with his fantastic realistic diploma from realisticdiplomas.com, perfectly balanced and and 100% not sponsoring this video, Rihanna Keeves is going to go to the College of Winterhold and proudly present the fact that he probably should be in the college. If anyone disagrees, well, then they can have a meeting with Bernie Sanders and Fork Give Me. So, Mr. Carriage Man, take me to Winterhold. Ah, Winterhold. It is permanently freezing. What a lovely place to be. Look at that, a magic College of Winterhold where all of the smartest people go. You know, smart people, Rihanna Keeves, they go hand in hand. Actually, it's quite cold over here. I don't think Rihanna Keeves knew just how cold it was going to be. I mean, he's not even wearing shoes. Here we go, College of Winterhold. What a lovely place. Hello there, friend. This place is so useless. Everyone's just walking around with little pouches, arguing with each other. No one's actually, you know, being super intelligent and taking over the world. Everyone's just standing around. Like, they're not even flying around on the brooms. What's the point of having brooms around here if you're not flying around on them? Right, look at me go. Did you just get rid of my broom? Did you seriously just... She made me get rid of my broom. Oh, please, Fork, give me. Right, Iron Mace mixed with Potion of Paralysis. I'm sorry, but you did bring this upon yourself. So how long did... I mean, that guy over there just doesn't care. But how long does this last? And can you move the body? Oh my goodness, you can. You can. Right, this way. We're going this way. Oh, okay, so this character's going to be stuck like this for the next, I think 29,000 seconds. How long was that? Oh, goodness. How many minutes have I accidentally stuck them for, actually? So it lasts for 240,000 seconds, basically. Oh, sadly, this means the potion lasts for 4,000 minutes, and 4,000 minutes in hours is 66.66 hours. So this is 66 real-world hours, ladies and gentlemen, which is, probably more hours than anyone actually ever put into Fallout 76, and that's how long we've accidentally stuck this poor little NPC for, and they will permanently be stuck in this position, and I've accidentally got them stuck at the bottom of the stairs. Right, you know what? You just stay there, you'll be fine. Oh, don't look at me like that. Come on, you're looking like you're judging me. Oh well. Alright, well, surprisingly, no one seems to mind when I paralyze people for 66 real-world hours. Oh, hello there. It's Frauder. Oh, I have an idea. I have a very good idea. So Frauder is giving us a lovely little tour of the ramparts, and this gives me a fantastic idea, because Frauder here is very near a very steep edge. Alright, so where is the nearest edge? Oh, there's one. Quite good. Okay, so Frauder, just walk up to this very risky bit of tiling here, and boop, and there you go, Frauder. You are now paralyzed. Right, so how do we get her over that edge? Misk, drop down the bucket, the legendary bucket of gravitational assistance, and goodbye, Frauder. Oh, it just works. Oh, goodness, I absolutely love this game. It really is something special. But I'm afraid we can't really go on the adventures of Rihanna Keeves forever. We're going to test out his weapons, but then sadly the video must come to an end. But if you're interested in seeing more Rihanna Keeves, you want to see what he gets up to, heck, you might even want a full series on this guy and his misadventures with his overpowered weapons, then don't worry, we can give it a go. So if you really do want to see more of this, then give me a shout in the comment section, and I'm sure we can give it a go. Anyway, which of these weapons does what again? Oh, so that one was a miss. Oh, I just realized I haven't actually charged either of them up. That is an issue. Where's the nearest soul charging station? Because for the moment, we're just using forks against this Whiterun guard. Bugger. Right, I'll be right back as soon as I've charged up these weapons. Oh my goodness, hang on a second. Look at this combo attack we can do. This is insane. Yeah, so check out this attack. If you're ever in combat with someone, you just do the dual-wield double stab fork attack. Look at this. I didn't know Todd Howard actually gave the forks their own combo moves. That is amazing. Todd, suddenly this game, 11 out of 10, best game. No one has ever made a better game than you. And even though we're not actually doing any damage because I forgot to actually charge up my weapons, we are able to have a good fun time because we are immortal now. Rihanna Keeves, he can't be killed. He has no deaths. He's never going to have any deaths. But what he does have is some really good fork skills. Right, hang on a second. Why the heck is the bucket floating? Todd. Oh, no, there's the bucket now. Okay, thank you, Todd. Just Skyrim, being Skyrim, doing Skyrim things. So apparently, for some reason, the fork does not allow you to recharge via natural means. However, there is a way around it, which I'm going to have to investigate. Basically, in the enchanting section, you can use Soul Siphon, and that means the death blows to creatures trap 5% of the victim's soul into recharging the weapon. Now, this means, theoretically, if we were to fight creatures with these weapons, weapons now, we're able to actually siphon their souls and charge up the weapons. So I'm not going to have to go out and kill a bear. And then finally, we can temporarily end part 1 of the Adventures of Riano Keeves. Now, please forgive me, cow, because, there's not many other creatures around here. Oh, wait, there's a chicken. A chicken. Chickens work. Right, stab. I know I'm going to get a bounty, but it's worth it. Right, did I get a charge? Please tell me these weapons charged. Come on, there's a 5% chance to charge. Right, it's time to cow. Hang on a second, what the heck is happening there? Cow physics? What the heck are these cow physics? Go away, Archer Guard. I need to kill this cow. It's for science. There we go, I finally got the cow down. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I did it. I finally did it. We charged the weapons. Oh, majestic. And for some reason we run kind of like Naruto would run. Riano Keeves is one of the greatest running animations I've ever seen in Skyrim. Just look at this boy go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to demonstrate why the common house fork is one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. So this guard here has caught me, but you know what? I'm nice. I'll pay off my bounty, and that's going to throw me in jail in Whiterun. But they can't exactly hold me back, can they? So they decide to release me. Good guards. So allow me to demonstrate it. We have these lovely guards here, and then you hit them once, and then they melt, and then you hit them again, and they melt again. So you swing, burn, and they die instantly. Hello there, Whiterun guard. Please, trust me, this is a fork. It's the weakest weapon in game. Now prepare to be burned. Oh, goodness, I love this game. Hello, beggar person. Sorry. Oh, Mr. Priesty boy. Hello. Bye, Mr. Priesty boy. Hello there, cow. You didn't see anything happening, did you? Good cow. Let's just keep this as a secret between you and I, okay? Between you and I. Hello, Whiterun guard. What's up? You don't like me? Well, I'm sorry, but prepare to be evaporated. Oh, goodness, what a game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. I love these forks, and they are the most overpowered weapon in game. Just look at them go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, as it does take a very long time for myself and my editor to make these, and it certainly does mean the world, especially if, hey, maybe this one will actually hit the trending page, because whilst our videos hit the trending page, we haven't quite been able to beat the number 30 mark, and for some reason YouTube only shows trending videos between 30 and number 1, and that's the
Oh, we've done it. We've just cleared out the giant camp using only a bunch of crappy level 10 bandits or something. Oh, and in return we've picked up 2 giants and 3 mammoths to fight for us. Oh, this is just perfect. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today we're playing Skyrim Special Edition. I know, that's right. This is the re-release of the game with new enhanced graphics running on new modern systems. But best of all, it isn't even the latest Skyrim release. I know you guys can all get yourselves excited for Skyrim coming to the brand new PlayStation. Just how dated can this game get? Now, Skyrim is incredible, and having many years of development on it, you'd naturally imagine that because of that, it's got that classic polish which most other games have. But no, this is a Bethesda Game Studios game, and I'm sure all of you know what that means. That means that there's a loving charm, and that famous book labeled Balance, which most studios have in that dusty old corner, was long since thrown out the window. This game is broken. It's a game of cheese. It's a game where the cheese itself has additional layers of cheese for players to compete to achieve the title of absolutely most broken, overpowered thing that this game actually allows you to do. And then when you get bored of that, you can strap 400,000 mods to it and then just ride it out into the sunset of oblivion. This game is incredible. I love it. It's a timeless classic, but most importantly, it probably holds the mantle for most exploitable game of all time. And today it's going to be absolutely no different as we dive into a brand new adventure with a new character to show off the most overpowered level 1 build your character can be. We are talking about taking over the entirety of Skyrim, having the ability to kill just about everything, and doing it all from the comfort of level 1. No complicated setup, no fortified restoration loops, just a simple few clicks of a button and you've already finished the game. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of tea, and if you're feeling truly nostalgic, you might even give this video a like. Now without further ado, let's jump into a brand new game of The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. Ah, here it begins. The iconic intro. I'm so excited. Todd Howard is like a whole brand new world that I've never experienced before, excluding the last 700 or so times I've experienced this very world. But trust me, it never gets old. Oh yes, the man who dies, the man who doesn't die, well, yet at least, and then Mr. Shoutman. Anyway, I'm just going to AFK through this entire intro scene until we get to that lovely, lovely character creator, because we have to create the most powerful wizard we've ever seen in Skyrim. Someone who has the power to raise more dead than ever previously calculated. Well, here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Skyrim character creator. So naturally we need to create a powerful and amazing necromancer. Naturally, when it comes to creating a powerful necromancer, you need a necromancer whose nose is very powerful, and definitely someone with a very powerful bone structure. You see, when your job primarily revolves around resurrecting skeletons all day, you naturally need to be powerful when it comes to bone. Oh my goodness, look at this sweet specimen we've made. So we've created our character. I mean, just look at him. He's beautiful to say the least. And as you can see, he has true control over all of his facial bones, meaning he must be a good necromancer. And for that reason, we need to name our character. We're going to be naming our legendary character today, Barry the Bone Raiser. He's so good at raising bones, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, just look at his incredible eyes. Oh, they're so mystifying and beautiful. So Barry the Bone Raiser is about to be born into the fantastical world of Todd Howard's Skyrim, and let's go see how long it takes for him to destroy the game. Right, we've now actually got our first big decision. Do we go with the Imperials or the Northmen? Now, naturally, I'm going to side with the Empire because it makes perfect sense. Let's go! I have to do it to make Queenie proud. Right, now we're going to speed our way through. We've got some Stormcloaks here, but don't worry, we can just kind of kill them rather easily. In true Todd Howard fashion, they're not even moving or fighting back. Okay, nope, now they're moving and fighting back. Oh, this is Skyrim. It's truly beautiful. Oh my God, Hadvar. I want to resurrect you, my friend. You can raise my bone any day of the week. Now, this is where you kind of get your first access to magic in the game. There's a dead wizardy person sat in this cage here, and you'll learn your first spell of Sparks, which is fantastic. And if you search the mage, you can even grab some novice hoods and robes. Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. The next massive group of Stormcloaks. Here we go. Which we can now just do zappy magic on, and then let the torturer's assistant finish off. And I'm just going to run past the bear because there's actually no need to fight the bear in the tutorial. And that is basically the entire first act done. And now we can take our still level 1 character and turn them into the most powerful being in the universe. Alright, Hadvar, what a fantastical journey we've just been on together. Now we're going to split up with each other, and I'm going to have to say goodbye to him and make my way over to not Riverwood, which is where you'd normally end up, but instead make it almost all the way over to Whiterun. Although actually I'm going even further than Whiterun. I'm going beyond Whiterun. Now, in order to make this journey easier, I strongly recommend you simply throw yourself into the river and just get carried by its currents all the way down towards Whiterun. And then simply once you've made your way over, climb up the embankment, and oh look, there's even a wolf for us to fight. Sorry, Wolfie boy. Look at Barry Bone Raiser go, my goodness. Now, you're going to want to continue on around past Whiterun. Whilst Whiterun and Riverwood are generally the two places level 1 players will find themselves ending up, this is the much better location. What on earth is this? Just a random dead bandit, okay. And a horse. Is this a legitimate free horse? It is, isn't it? Okay, right, well, we've got a free horse now. Now, just past Whiterun and up to our left here is a Stone of Power. These Stones of Power are very useful. I'm sure if you played Skyrim, you've probably run into several of them. They'll do basic things like, say, increase your resistance to magic, maybe increase your experience gain in, say, one-handed or two-handed weapons. But this stone is very different. Now, up at the top of this stone, we should run into, hopefully, a necromancer doing necromancy things. Yep. Come on, you raise up those skellies. And now what we're going to do is we're going to simply fight the necromancer, which is surprisingly easy, and then his one skelly friend who's immediately gone and died. Now you see, we've killed this skeever which has chased us, and this skeleton, and this necromancer here. But why on earth have we done it? Was it to simply steal from this necromancer? Was it to simply observe this random looking stone? Was it perchance to destroy this game's very balance? Well, it's to do the latter, because this is the ritual stone, ladies and gentlemen, which is a random stone in the middle of nowhere which anyone can access at any stage in the game, I'd like to point out, and it grants quite possibly the most powerful spell. This grants you the Ritual ability, which can be used once per day to reanimate nearby corpses to fight for you. Now naturally it's a stone, so you can only have one of these bad boys at a time, so you're going to have to sadly give up your increase in experience, but it matters little when you've just gained control of quite possibly the most powerful stone in the game. Now unlike most other raise dead spells where you can say bring a corpse of a fallen enemy back to life to serve you, this isn't limited by stupid game balance and design constraints. You see, normally resurrecting dead bodies only works up to a certain level, I think it's around about level 40, but beyond that enemies cannot be raised. This spell however is a bit of an exception because it raises undead up to level 75. It raises literally anything up to level 75 excluding horses, so that means you can resurrect giants and mammoths to fight for you from level 1, provided you can actually find a dead one of them, or kill it yourself, I don't know, it's up to you. Equally, unlike most undead spells, this spell does not actually add to your party limit, so you can have as many undead as you like, and it also raises all undead within a radius of 75 feet, meaning I don't just have to manually click the necromancer to raise him as undead, I just simply stand in the middle of all three of these guys, hit the Z key, and suddenly our skeleton friend is going to come back to life, so is our necromancer here, and so is our tiny skeever companion. Now these are our three brand new companions who, as you can guess, are going to follow us around the world. Come on my friends. Now they are going to be a little bit undead and consequently slightly groggy, but they're our friends and they'll join us on all of our merry adventures. Now of course this spell has a couple of limitations. For example, it only lasts technically about 200 seconds, but there's some very unique things you can do to get around this limitation. I mean, did you know you can also only use this spell once per day? Wow, that's a great balancing factor there, Todd Howard. I'm sure there's absolutely no way it can be cheesed. Oh, and what's this? The dead bandit we found on the road earlier. Lovely, he's just sat here. He'd be perfect to be resurrected. Okay, right, let's resurrect this bandit. So I hit the Z key. Oh no, this power can only be used once per day? Are you telling me we can't resurrect the bandit? Oh, we're gonna have to come back tomorrow to resurrect the bandit, but by then all of my followers will be dead. Well, it turns out there's an easy way to circumnavigate this, ladies and gentlemen, by just hitting the T key and fast forwarding time 24 hours. By doing this, we bypass Todd Howard's limitation of only allowing us to do this spell once every day, because as soon as we come back, an entire day has passed and we can now do the spell again. Of course, when we come back, all of our companions are going to also be dead, but don't worry. In previous necromancy spells, the undead are very limited, because once you've used them once, they'll turn into a pile of ash and they can't be resurrected again. This of course is entirely different because this spell is completely and utterly broken, and I can hit the Z key and now we have our skeever, a bandit, a skeleton, and a novice necromancer, all to assist in our fantastical journey. Right, my friends, come with me. And oh my goodness, what's this? A wolf that we murdered earlier. Oh, well, you know what this means. All right, let's get all of our friends together. Come on, everyone stand over here. Good stuff. And once again, we'll pass 24 hours. And there we go, 24 hours has passed. All of our undead friends have died. And what we can then do is simply resurrect them all back up again, including this brand new wolf friend of ours. And now our party is 6 people strong. All right, come on, all of you follow me. And as much as I'd love to continue to Whiterun, instead we're going to go to Riverwood first, because they've got a bunch of NPCs simply standing out in the open. But ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even gotten fully started yet. We are going to take this very small party and effectively a militia force and take it to silly levels. Now our little party is looking great, but we could really do with finding some isolated members of Riverwood and ganking them against a wall and turning them into the undead. So I'm hoping that, oh yep, here's a great opportunity, the fantastic Faendal over here, as well as Gadur. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to wait for Gadur to go away, and once she walks away, we can then kill Faendal. Right, now it's time for Operation Gank Faendal round the back of the log cutter, and then turn him into being a necromanced archer. I reckon she is far enough away now. Perfect. Alright, kill Faendal. Go. Go, my friends, go. No one's noticed either. Perfect, there we go. So no one's noticed us murder this person. Oh wait, no they have. Okay, right, kill Gadur. Our skeleton has armed himself with an axe. Okay, it's looking good. I've got to be honest, I think we probably have this fight. But it doesn't hurt for me to join in with an axe. Oh my goodness, that's the blow we were looking for. Now that's the last witness killed, meaning our bounty has been removed. And all that's left is for us to simply resurrect all of our fallen comrades and the brand new Gadur and Archer to join our midst. So let's allow some time to pass. And there we go, all of our resurrected friends have flopped on the floor, so let's quickly revive them. Ah, fantastic. Now Gerda is back. We've got our wolves, Steven Skeever's back, even our bandit over here, and you can just see how stupidly far the radius is because we were standing here and we've managed to resurrect Feindal, who's standing right the way over here. Hello, Feindal. Now, Feindal does come with his fantastical bow, which is lovely. But look at our fantastical party now. Oh, it's brilliant. Right, let's move these guys into the main town. Come on, gang. We've got more people to recruit. Wow, I actually hardly see any guards out and about. The only person sat outside at the moment is goddamn Hilda here. Okay, fine. Right, we're gonna murder Hilda. Right, let's drop down a quick save. Sorry, Hilda. Right, go on. Wolves, go. This will be nice and easy. And there we go. She's dealt with. Now we're going to simply allow some time to pass. And then we're going to add a very, very elderly lady to our army. Some would say aggressively recruiting the elderly for an armed forces operation is a little bit immoral, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because I am not limited by such difficult constraints such as actual morality. You've just come outside, Sven, and I'm afraid Hilda here is dead on the floor. Such a shame indeed, Sven. Look at all these dead bodies. Who's going to clean them all up? Anyway, we're going to simply resurrect everyone, bring them back to life. Look, Sven. Look, she's come back. Isn't it wonderful? Your family. I should hear you play. Oh, you've been trained as a scout, Sven. Oh, that's so cute, Sven. Anyway, die, Sven. Right, kill Sven. Go. Okay, so all of my companions are coming here to join in. Hilda, are you helping out? No, Hilda's going to instead stand over here. Right, Hilda, I've got to be honest. Why didn't you help us murder your son? So there we go. Sven's dead. We're going to steal his key to his house. He's got a nice little ring there. I'll also rob off of him. And I'll take his gold. Why not? There we go. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is simply stand in the middle of all of these silly sausages and resurrect them all again. Now, naturally, they'll all flop down on the ground again, but don't worry, it's okay. We can just simply hit them with the good old classic revive action, and now our army is back up and running. Now, the most interesting thing about the massive army is that whenever you go into a shop, they effectively all come with you. So we've entered Lucan's shop here, and I can just hit him with an axe, and now all of my army, which is sat in a nice confined close-up space, can now start wailing away on them. Ah, perfect. There we go. And that's 2 new fine additions added to our collection. Beautiful. Now, once again, I'm going to wait for some time to pass and resurrect all of our fun companions. And then we're going to raise them all up. And apparently Lucan here doesn't remember us killing all of his friends and family, but okay, this is fine. Lucan, are you okay? You'll be happy to help her. Okay, Camilla's dead. Lucan, I've got to be honest, Lucan. What a mess. It's full of dead bodies of people who I keep resurrecting and then murdering. I mean, they're technically brilliant because I can harvest them for resources. Like Hilda, who keeps respawning keys and cheese. It is actually silly the amount of items you could duplicate. Right, now that I've let some time pass again, I'm going to hit the resurrect and bring everyone back. Ah, fantastic. Look at this incredible formation we have going. Anyway, sadly, as Lucan is an essential NPC, we can't completely murder him. But for some reason, we can kill his sister and then exit, and he's not going to ask any questions. Oh, did I accidentally leave all of my wolves outside? Oh dear, I did, didn't I? Oh, they're not looking too great. I suppose wolves and skeevers can't actually follow us indoors, but skeletons can. And there we go. We've once again passed some time so that I can resurrect all of these wolves and all of these people. And now our army is back up to full force. Lovely stuff. Right, come on, friends. Let's go get some guards. Now, I've spoken to Barry, and apparently he's got a very fantastic limited time offer for all of you, the lovely ladies and gentlemen watching. Apparently, the first 6,000 people who like this video will be visited by the legendary Barry Boneraiser and have their very bones raised. I know. I mean, he is surprisingly handsome. Now, you might also be wondering why on earth we're going towards Whiterun. We've got a bunch of guards we can pick up, but most importantly, to all of you who've played Skyrim before will remember that the companions are currently fighting a giant out in the farm, just outside of Whiterun. Now, all that we need to do is walk over to said giant, watch the companions defeat it, and then resurrect its corpse. Upon doing so, we've just gained a massive high-level giant to join our army. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking that, come on, Spiff, this is a very slow way of progressing through the game. It would be much easier if you could instead resurrect all of these people over and over again, instantaneously without having to wait 24 hours, because you're not actually able to wait 24 hours when you're in a fight. No, you see, when you're actually in combat, you can't skip time, meaning we need to find a new way of circumnavigating that should we ever need to resurrect people in the middle of a battle. Anyway, it doesn't matter much because we've just added some more companions. There we go, and our party has gained 3 people. Right, come on, my minions. We've we've got a giant to summon. Now, the only thing we need to look out for in this entire engagement is a Whiterun guard. Provided we don't get spotted by one of those bad boys, we are in the money. I'll drop down a save here, and we're just going to run our way over to the giant, make sure as many of our companions are here as possible, and let's fast forward 24 hours. Now, a Whiterun guard is probably on his way, and we wouldn't be able to do this fast travel if he was trying to actually attack us. So we've got to get this done before the Whiterun guard arrives. And I'm hoping that by standing in this spot, I can resurrect the giant as well as the vast majority of my loyal followers. So there we go. I'll hit them with that. The Whiterun guard is on his way, so I'm going to hit the Z key. And now my massive giant friend. Come on up, my friend. Whiterun guard is now here. He'd like to try and fight us, but luckily, we now have a giant to assist us. And as you can guess, giant, quite useful in terms of combat. So we're just going to surround this Whiterun guard and gank him. It's as easy as that. Right, now luckily our party's looking quite good. I have noticed that effectively all of our animal companions died in that engagement, so I'm going to allow some time to pass and resurrect all of them, as well as our brand new Whiterun guard. Now, if you're wondering why on earth this is so powerful, well, just take a look at the conjuration tree in Skyrim. It's got a couple of bonuses, like for example, you can summon undead twice as far away, which is great, I guess. You can have your undead last for a little bit longer. You can give them all an extra 100 hit points of health, which is very useful. But most importantly, if you want to have 2 reanimated zombies, well, that's actually going to be an exceedingly high level spell for you, requiring 100 points in conjuration. This is an ability we not only have, but have more of at level 1. Anyway, let's pass some time. And there we go, I've passed some time and all of my friends have died. I'm going to quickly hit the resurrect once more, summon our brand new Whiterun guards and all of our existing previous companions, and I'm going to take them on a little bit of a walk to get one of the greatest unique items this game has. Come with me, my friends, including the massive bloody giant. So if you want to learn how to cast the completely broken Raise Undead spell as many times as you want, then all you need to pull it off is a very simple, easy quest, which was added into the game via DLC and created by the magical underground dwarves, well, before they all died. Now, I don't have the exact spot of actually where we roughly need to go, but there's a place around here called the Arkangafams. Look, I've nailed the pronunciation of it, don't worry. Now, this location is a very unique and special dwarven ruin, which provides a stupidly overpowered unique item. Now, we are going to have to effectively cross the entire world getting to this place, but don't worry, it's all going to be worth it. Now, we do technically have a giant in our party, but it is going to definitely slow us down. And I'm going to have to definitely revive all these individuals multiple times on our journey, so sadly the giant just is going to have to be left. But don't worry, his corpse will probably remain for us to pick up later on. Ooh, but speaking of people that we can use, look at this. This is a prisoner convoy, also known as a perfect opportunity for me to test my magic and free an individual. So good luck, Imperial soldiers. This is an extra 4 individuals to add to the mix. Oh, and you're handcuffed, but honestly that doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All of those people lovingly added to the fray. And there we go. After waiting another 24 hours, I can bring back all of these lovely individuals. So that's 3 Imperial soldiers added to my army, as well as a Stormcloak soldier, which, as you can guess, are decently high leveled enough, or basically be able to hold their own in combat. Not that they even really have to do that, because there's a huge amount of people to stand behind them and assist them. Oh god, it's a mud crab. I don't think combined we can defeat that mud crab. Just look at the massive group following us wherever we go. They are just amazing. Look at that. How many people do we even have? Let's do a head count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 17 resurrected individuals, all of whom will fight for us and die for us, and then resurrected for us to then fight and die again, and then resurrected, and then they can fight and die again, and you get the gist. There is no end to them. You physically can't even kill them, because unlike other undeads, these guys just come back to life. Now, where do we need to go next? We're in a lovely part of the map, of course. There's a beautiful temple system over there, but instead we're trying to find some dwarven ruins. I'm pretty sure that's going to require us crossing this river and climbing up the entirety of that hill. Oh, but actually, what's that? Do I see a human being down there? A walking Imperial soldier? Oh, perfect. All right, come on. Bring all of the men down. Oh, there's 3 Imperial soldiers over here. Oh, let's add 3 Imperial soldiers to the mix. Go on, men. Come on, bring yourself over here. Oh my goodness, you can't escape. You can't escape. Right, time to fast forward some time and bring all of my dudes back. Now, the biggest annoying factor and limiting part of this exploit is the fact that you can only do it once a day. Whilst sure we're able to bypass an entire day using the wait ability, we do have to group all of our people up again if we want to start summoning them again. Hence why sadly we have to lose some people, like say a novice necromancer, because we're not able to continuously cast the revive spell, because every time we cast the revive spell we first have to kill all of our existing revived creations. And I'm going to now try and cross this river and hopefully all of my minions will follow me. Come on minions, get into the water. Now just up there I'm pretty sure is where we need to go. I can see that lovely little icon on the map, meaning that there is some kind of magical tower, and I'm gonna guess that that's the one we're looking for. Now here's a handy dandy trick. If you want to get all of your companions over to you in one easy move, simply hop inside any building and hopefully all humanoids should follow you. Oh yes, here's all of our available companions. There we go. By hopping in and out, we've respawned all of our current living companions and brought them to our location. With these 4 people we should be able to actually easily clear through the dungeon. Alright, there we go. I can see the map icon. The place we're aiming for is just straight ahead. And then once inside, I just need to complete a very easy quest of just walking through and clearing out a dungeon and a couple of classic Todd Howard specials, also known as very basic easy puzzles, and then I'll be able to show you the final most definitive feature of Skyrim necromancy. Oh, and we've just ran into some bandits. A bandit chief. Oh, alright. Well, if these guys know magic, that'll be fun. I could do with a bandit that knows magic. Oh, and a vampire fledgling. My goodness. What is going on here, Todd? Todd, what's going on? Why is the dead Argonian wagging its tail? What is this little guy doing? What have you done to him? He's so happy, but he's dead. Oh my goodness, you can move the body and it just keeps on going. What is up with his tail, Mr. Argonian? Okay, I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. Wow, he's such a good boy. Now we finally made it all the way to our fantastical dwarven objective. You'll find it just south of Markaf here. Inside awaits us a fantastical dungeon with lots of fighting of Falmer, and that's generally about it. Now naturally I want to try and get my companions in there, so I'm going to skip time and re-resurrect them. Not all of them could make it though, because I decided it was survival of the fittest, and I also wanted to get here as fast as humanly possible. Because once we have the artifact, we've basically completed the entirety of Skyrim, and from this point on we no longer need to do any fighting for ourselves. Alright, grab your weapons. Let's go see what Arkan Farms has for us. Now you might be wondering why I've got a level up saved and I haven't used it. Well, 2 reasons. One, it provides me with a huge amount of health, and secondly, it also makes this exploit look even more powerful. Now whilst we walk through here, we're going to be hit by a bunch of voices telling us to turn back. We're going to ignore all of them. Oh, turn back before it's too late. Nice. Try ghostly voice, but I know that there's a very powerful item at the end of this. Hello, Katria. Now we're going to ask Katria for assistance because, you know, we might as well. She's effectively an immortal, unkillable NPC who will wander with us through this fantastical adventure land with our lovely companions in tow. Now, there's going to be lots of complicated fights going on here, but luckily we don't need to do much of them. We can rely on our fantastical companions for that. Yeah, look at them go. They deal with these dwarf spiders like a knife carving through butter. It's truly majestic. Now, what is the unique item at the end of it? Well, technically there are 3 potential items at the end of this dungeon. You get to use the Aphium Forge or whatever to craft 1 magical Aphium item. I'm pretty sure there's a staff, a sword, and a helmet. And in our case, we're going to go for the helmet/crown, because it is by far the most powerful item. Luckily, our companions can actually path through here because the dungeon was designed so that Katria could join you. Anyway, through here we must go. Alright, now we've got some Falmer up ahead here, which will be fine, don't worry. Falmer are actually surprisingly easy. Now, not for us, of course, because they do a huge amount of damage, but luckily, we don't have to actually fight them. Instead, I'm going to equip my lovely shield and a handy little sword and sit back in the corner and let my friends deal with it all. Ah, there we go. Sizzle away, my Falmer friends. Well, 2 of my companions got stuck in the last zone and so couldn't follow us, but we don't need them anymore because we've just murdered 2 Falmer. And do you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means bringing those 2 Falmer back to life to murder all the other Falmer with us. You see, this level 1 spell effectively allows you to do any dungeon whatsoever because all dungeons in Skyrim are effectively the same. You enter, fight a bunch of mini enemies, and then build your way up to a big boss, which will probably have you fight waves of small enemies, and then finally the big boss. This structure allows you to use the resurrection abilities because you can just bring all of the mini enemies back to life to assist you. So we now have 2 Falmer. perfect. Alright, now we have to continue along our journey across this very unstable bridge. Now there's Falmer literally everywhere here, but don't worry, we'll be fine. And by that I mean we need to get away from here and let our minions do it. My god, luckily they've got all the ranged attack and melee attack that we're going to need to get through this dungeon. But still, I really wasn't built for combat. The Falmer friends, however, now they're perfect for combat. Just look at them go. Ah, fantastic. That's all of them dealt with. So once again, we're going to let some time pass and bring them all back. Right, now we can't get through there, so we're going to have to go this way across this very rickety looking bridge. Alright, come on my friends. Oh, we've got the whole gang together here. Come on guys. This is perfect. I'm guessing, yep, more Falmer in here. Lovely. Alright, I've once again added even more people to our army. We've gained another Falmer and another Chorus here, or Charius, I don't know what they're called. In order to do an upcoming puzzle, we're going to need a bow. But the game's aware of the fact that the player might not have a bow, and so they choose to leave one here. There we go. And it's not just any bow, this is Zephyr. A stupidly special bow because it fires 30% faster than a standard bow, which, as you can guess, makes it very useful. Now there's a little bit of a challenge here. You see, you have to solve this puzzle by hitting these things with a bow. Now this puzzle's actually surprisingly easy. You go 1, 2, and then this one is 3, and this one's 4, and then finally we get to number 5. Perfect, we did it! Ah, lovely. Now we get to claim the treasure. Oh my goodness, now this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the shard here, and then all we need to do is make our way over to the actual forge. Now, most importantly, this room is just filled with a bunch of high-level loot, which is perfect. And we're going to take all of this so that we can mostly sell it later. And now, finally, we're going to take the Ethereum shard. Now, once you have this first piece, it's up to you to basically get the rest. You're going to have to go across Skyrim following the journal to get all 4 other pieces. Naturally, this is going to take a little bit of time, but don't worry, it's entirely possible to very easily do it at level 1, especially using our fantastical party of goons.
A few moments later.
Now we've gone and collected all of the shards. We also decided to dive down into the dwarven ruins of Befout over here, which is relatively easy. Once you get to the final forge though, you get asked to craft one of 3 items. You either get to make a staff, which can summon a dwarven spider, which will fight for you for 60 seconds, or you can get a shield, which makes things ethereal for a few seconds, or most importantly, you can get this, the Ethereal Crown. This bad boy will always give you an armor rating of 0, and it's technically not actually worth that much, but trust me, this is the most powerful item you will probably naturally find in the game for one very important reason. Whilst you wear it, it retains the last standing stone ability you currently held, granting you its effect in addition to the current stone that you have. Now once you have your swanky crown in your inventory, you are then going to want to equip it and bind the ritual stone.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make a trench thing. It keeps not working. Okay, so that should be good. Then this needs to be higher up.
Shabbat 13. Okay.
Everything around here look good. Yep, yep. Can't see anything wrong with this, so that means it's absolutely perfect and definitely not break again for the trillionth time. That That's inconvenient.
Stone's powers to it by simply having it on your head. Then we need to pick up a second set of Stone's powers. In our case, we're going to go to the Guardian Stones just because of how easy to access they are. It doesn't matter what other bonus you go for because the only one that matters is the Ritual Stone. You can have whatever bonus you like, ladies and gentlemen, and you can even change this bonus around. All that matters is that we've gone to the Ritual Stone first to lock it into this helmet. Right, now to activate another stone, we're going to go for the Warrior Stone. So we're going to accept this, and this is going to remove the Ritual Stone from us, but you'll notice the Ritual Stone has just been added back in. That's because the Ritual Stone has now become bound to this crown. This is an interesting little situation to say the least, because if we bind the Ethereal Crown to our favorite and switch back and forth between this Novice Hood and the crown, you'll notice that the Ritual Stone is removed and then immediately added back onto us. Now, I can't believe that no one tested this, but for some reason, when you have daily limited modifiers and take this hat on and off, well, guess what? It breaks the game. Oh, hello there, Bandit. Now, you might be thinking, how on earth can it break the game? Well, when it comes to simply bringing a dead body back to life, like say this bandit that we just killed here, we can use the Ritual Stone, and for once a day, we can resurrect the dead. This gets a little bit more complicated, because remember the game limits it to once a day, but if we quick switch out of the Ethereal Crown to the Novice Hood, and then put it back on, and then reselect the Ritual Stone again, we can then cast the spell again. But remember, the power can only be used once a day, but that's fine. Take off the hood, put on the crown, equip the stone, and we're bam, we can go again. And it's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. You can cast this spell as many times as you like. You can cast it in combat. You no longer have to wait 24 hours to get this spell done again. That is the true power of this exploit. A massive army that can never die and can immediately be resummoned as and when you like. You can then stack on a bunch of necromancy buffs and make this bad boy last and feel even more powerful. Now, I've fast traveled to the farm over here because I'm hoping that I can run into a couple of NPCs to murder. Now, the thing is, once we kill our first NPC, it's effectively game over for everyone else. And actually, I wonder, can we start with the chickens? Can a chicken be resurrected? Oh my god, the chickens can be brought back to life. Chicken, will you fight for me, my friend? You're next, by the way, chicken. I'm sorry. We're off to a great start. We've doubled our quantity of chickens. We're now up to 2. Right, come on, chickens. I've got people for you to aggressively peck. Oh no, this is perfect. A little watchtower for us. Oh my goodness, who's this? What on earth are you? Bounty collector? A bounty collector and a Whiterun guard all at the same time? Jeez, guys, come on. Be a little slow about it. One at a time, please. I've got a limited supply of chickens to work with. Right, now I'm going to summon back the bounty collector which just tried to murder us. And hopefully using his support, we're going to be able to kill the remainders of the guards here. Come on. I believe in you, bounty collector. Oh no, they killed our bounty collector. Oh, well, that means we're dead, right? Well, no, it doesn't. It just means we put the hood back on again and bring our bounty collector back to life. He can solo this entire thing. It'll just take a while. Oh, Beansy died again. I really should bring more support than just chickens next time. Right, I've chugged the remainder of my health potions. Come on, bounty collector, you can do it. Kill a couple of these guards. All you've got to do. Come on, bounty collector, don't fail me now. You've done such a great job on the other ones. Oh, actually, now that we have the other ones going, they can hopefully support you. Yep, they can. Right, that's one more guard. So we'll add that guard to the group. Come on, my friend. And that just leaves one final Whiterun guard. Alright, so now that we have our 4 guards, logically, could we take on, say, I don't know, a mammoth? We're going to need some assistance on our side, which is luckily where this massive fort comes into play. It's got a bunch of hopefully low-level bandits loitering around here, which we can use as cannon fodder to try and clear up some mammoths. So here we go, it's Fort Greymore, and all we need to do is just walk our way through here and fight a couple of bandits, which shouldn't be too much of a challenge. There we go, that's our first one killed, and as soon as we kill that second one there, I'm going to hit our first revive, and that's 2 bandits added to our side. Now these bandits technically aren't very good, but they'll do. Just a bit of extra cannon fodder can really slow down the giant. So we'll hit all of them with the classic good old revive, and we're not going to wander our way over to the next bandit camp. Oh, here comes the procession. Just look at them. Perfect, we've encountered our bandits here. Now there should be around about, I don't know, 4 bandits standing around outside here, which is perfect. With a few extra bandits, and heck, even a mud crab would be a fine addition to our group. After all, mud crabs are bloody scary. There we go, we've got a brand new pet Mudcrab joining us. And we've got some kind of magic bandit here. He'll be quite easy. Lovely. And you know what? We'll bring him and that wolf back. Come on, Mudcrab, you're doing great. Oh, yes. Come on. We've got 2 more bandits to kill. Wait, no, we've got 3. Perfect. I'll stand back a bit. All of you guys do the fight. And there we go. I'm pretty sure I managed to kill everyone. And we're going to be able to resurrect them all at the same time as well. Well, bam. Let's bring everyone back. And then we're going to take them over and we're going to try and fight those giants. Because, you know, we can now. We've got a whole bunch of bandits, including a couple of mages.
No.
We do stand a minor chance.
Repair this. Oh.
Now, some of you may die, but that's honestly a sacrifice I'm more than willing to take. Ah, perfect. What do we go for? Do we go for those mammoths there? No, we go for the one glitched mammoth here. This will be the start of our fight. Right, perfect. There we go. Fight with mammoth has begun. Go, my friends, go! Unleash a volley. Wow, okay. The mammoth is doing a lot of damage, but once we get our first mammoth down, that's when the money's going to start coming in. We're going to hit them with our first revive here. Trust me, it's going to be necessary. And that is almost a mammoth down. There we go. That's one mammoth down. And with that, we're going to need to resurrect everyone. Come back, mammoth. Yes, there we go. The mammoth is on our side. Perfect. Right, now let's get a giant. Now, these are special giants. They aren't like the one which you find in the starting area. This is an actual proper high-level giant. Luckily for us, the mammoth can kind of tank the damage. Okay, no, it can't. It's just died. Mammoth, come back. I'm not having you die on me. This entire combat encounter is effectively me running around, luring a bunch of mammoths and giants around, and then resurrecting all of my own men. But look at them. They're doing a splendid job. All right, we've almost done it. That's almost a second mammoth down. Oh my goodness, that's almost a dead giant, but it is chasing me. Come on, my friends. You've got this. Oh my goodness, you did it. That's almost a giant dead. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes. Oh, that's a giant we can add to our list. With one giant down, that's effectively all the mammoths now dead. We've got this. Come on. Look at that. This game just is so stupid. We're resurrecting a giant to fight for us at like level 3. Oh my god, we've just got 2 mammoths on our side now. Nope, that's all of them. That is all of them. Oh, we've done it. We've just cleared out the giant camp using only a bunch of crappy level 10 bandits or something. Oh, and in return we've picked up 2 giants and 3 mammoths to fight for us. Oh, this is just perfect. And so here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Bone Razor and his legendary fantastic army of very low level bandits and mammoths. It is stupid the fact that you can do this from level 1. It's not even that difficult. It's just do a couple of fetch quests and then use your stupidly overpowered abilities to cheese a bunch of boss fights. It's silly, it's cheesy, and it's everything I love with Skyrim exploits. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, then feel free to give the video a like. And I'll leave our next video up to you. Would you like to see how to level up at stupid Open! We increased the price of it 10 times by just buying £5 worth of cucumbers. Who knew market manipulation was so easy? I like how the cucumber price now goes £10, £12, £16, £16.70, £50, and then £85. If someone ever were to buy a cucumber for £85, good lord, that person probably needs to have their credit card taken away from them. Back in 2016, I was playing CSGO and I actually purchased myself a skin for my favorite gun. That skin was the Anodized Navy Factory New. Oh, it was beautiful. And when I bought that skin, it was really common. It was only worth 69p on the Steam marketplace. However, for no apparent reason, the supply of these skins have actually completely and utterly dried up, with fewer and fewer being placed onto the market, which has been driving the price up at incredible levels. And that brings us to today, where we're in a very unique situation, where this gun that I purchased for 69 pence is now worth £420. Good lord, hardly anyone owns this weapon, so currently 4 people are basically deciding the value of this product, and every once in a while either an absolute idiot or a bot is coming along to buy it. Now this situation actually made me a decent amount of money, as last year I sold the skin for £50 and I bought myself Cyberpunk. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But the entire situation got me thinking lately, what if I controlled the supply of an item on the Steam marketplace? Then I could determine its sell price. Heck, I could probably even turn a profit. And this is a scheme that we see all around in the real world too. Diamonds are not really as scarce as businesses make them. In reality, the supply of diamonds entering the market is heavily controlled to keep the price as high as possible and everyone profiting. So if it works in the real world, why not try it out on the Steam market? So today's goal is simple: buy out an entire item on the marketplace and see if we can sell it for a profit. That is the entire goal, to see if we can gain a monopoly on the market and create something silly. So without further ado, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, you've got a nice warm cup of tea in hand, and if you're feeling especially fantastic, you can even like this video, as I'm about to load up my account with a large amount of money and taking to a light bit of market manipulation. Right, welcome to the lovely Steam marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. Now it is the day of the Steam summer sale, basically meaning that there'll be a lot more movement in this marketplace over the next few days, so it's the perfect time to try this out. And as you can see, I've loaded up £100 of my company's money onto my lovely Steam account. Now the first item is simply one which was sent to me by one of my moderators. He suggested that I buy out what is possibly the silliest item on the Steam marketplace, and that is a single cucumber emote. This is a very rare emote that you can use in messages with your friends, but the only way to use it is to own the cucumber emote. Now there are only 37 cucumber emotes actually listed on the marketplace at the moment, but they do occasionally sell, and the highest price the cucumber has ever risen to was actually £2. That's right, someone bought one of these cucumbers for £2. So logically, if I buy all of the cucumbers, maintain a market monopoly on them, and list them at something ridiculous like £1, there's a chance I can weight the entire economy of the cucumber. In total, there are 37 cucumbers currently listed on the Steam marketplace, and we're going to try and buy 20 of them. Now we're going to say the maximum amount we're willing to pay for each cucumber is 11p, and hopefully we're going to be able to pick up 20 cucumbers, but generally speaking we're going to probably have to slowly edge our way into buying all of the cucumbers in one go. So bam, we place our order. Let's see how many cucumbers we purchase. There are technically 5 cucumbers listed at just being valued at 3 pence. Oh, ooh, look at that. Looks like we've purchased a good quantity of cucumbers. There we go. Let's close this down and see what we've got. We've done it. Look at that. We've inflated the price of cucumbers. There's now only 17 cucumbers left on the market. Look at the recent activity coming through. Look at all of the cucumbers we purchased from these people. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, this next section is going to be a little bit more complicated because we have spent a grand total of £1 and 12 pence. Okay, it's not been that expensive so far, but we've bought almost half the cucumbers. But from this point on, we need to be buying at slightly more expensive values. So we're going to start buying for 30p. Alright, so for a maximum cost of £3, we're going to try and buy 10 cucumbers, each valued up to 30 pence. Let's see if we manage to get them. The order has been placed, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to see the cucumbers run away? Here comes in the buy order. Cucumbers, cucumbers, come on. We're just going to completely revolutionize the entire world. Oh my goodness, I purchased a cucumber from Ood. He's my moderator. He just sold me a cucumber for 20p, the bastard. Okay, well this is the next situation we find ourselves in. The next cucumber is at 70 pence. Now, 70 pence is a lot for a cucumber. Is it worth spending 70 pence on a cucumber? I think there's a chance, and the reasoning is simple. If we spend 70p on this cucumber, 80p on this cucumber, and then £1 on this cucumber, £3 in total, we then control the price. Because the next best person who's determining the price of cucumbers is right on out here at £7.85. So we can just put in a mid-region of about £5. I think we do it. Let's spend £3. And here comes in the order, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. We've set the sell price. We've bought all of the cucumbers. The price of the cucumber is now at £7.85. If you want to buy the cucumber, you have to buy it at £7.85, £16, £50, or £85. Those are the options for the cucumber. It has been a revolutionary day for cucumbers all across the world. If I go into the Steam Marketplace now and I search for cucumbers, oh, look, there it is. It's worth £7.85. We did that, ladies and gentlemen. We did that. Oh, this is fantastic. Now, we are down to £94.62, meaning in total we've spent £5.38 on these cucumbers. So if I can just sell a single cucumber for £5.38, we're in the profit. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to sell a cucumber. Let me try and find all of these cucumbers that are now in my inventory. Oh my goodness, here they are. Oh, look at this. Look at the wall of cucumbers. This is amazing. The cucumbers start here and they continue on through to here. This is beautiful. Look at all of them. Don't look at the weird anime stuff. Just focus on the cucumbers. The cucumbers are perfect. Now, technically speaking, I'm not allowed to trade these cucumbers until the 1st of July. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to wait an entire week and then come back and sell these cucumbers. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you in a week. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the wonderful cucumber experiment. Technically, exactly 1 week has passed, meaning the 32 cucumbers that I purchased this time last week are now finally ready to trade. In total, out of all of the cucumbers I purchased, I created this lovely little very basic spreadsheet to show them off. In total, we purchased £5.80 worth of cucumber at an average price of 0.18. Meaning for us to actually turn a profit, we only need to sell these bad boys for 19p, and then we've made all of our money back. However, I reckon we can do better than that, because as you can see, some time has passed and the market has stabilized. More cucumbers have come onto the market from people who've been hoarding them. If we take a look at the price history, you can see that actually, this day and time around about here is when we purchased all of the cucumbers at about 8 PM, but later in the day, someone purchased 2 cucumbers at £1.81. I don't know why, but someone did that. Then following that, cucumbers were actually being sold off at incredibly high prices like 74p and 36p, and in fact the price of the cucumber stayed up at 30p for around about 3 days. Honestly, that is incredible. We purchased £5 worth of cucumbers and we took the price from being 3p to becoming 30p. We increased the price of it 10 times by just buying £5 worth of cucumbers. Who knew market manipulation was so easy? But now we're in a bit of a tricky predicament because we need to actually purchase ourselves more cucumbers to try and drive the price up again, which is exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to buy 10 cucumbers up to 9 pence. This will drive the price up to 19p. So we're going to make our next purchase. There we go, here goes all of our buy orders, and fantastic, we've just increased the price up to 19 pence. Fantastic stuff indeed. And honestly, I think I want more of a direct control over the cucumber market. Oh dear, this is not a smart decision. All of those cucumbers we just bought have technically driven down the average price of what we've paid for a cucumber, but honestly, I just want them all. I just want the total monopoly over cucumbers. Is it a smart financial move? No. But is it the move I'm going to make? Yes. I'm going to buy the remaining 29 cucumbers. Okay, I can't do that. I can't buy all of the remaining 29 cucumbers, but I'll buy at least some of them up until we get the price up to about £2. Right, we've now driven the price of the cucumbers up to 37p. But honestly, I think we need to go more. Yep, okay, we're gonna go more, we're gonna buy even more cucumbers and drive the price up even further. Just because I somehow want to convince someone to do what this person did and get them to buy a cucumber off of me for almost £2. I just want to see if it's possible. I want to be the person who sells a cucumber emote on Steam for £2. Just to prove how broken the economy is, this has to be tested and proven. Okay, the price of the cucumber has risen. Someone just launched a sell order for a cucumber at 1 pence. Someone is live reacting to the price of the cucumber trade. Oh, it's a buy order at 60p or lower. Oh my goodness. Someone wants to buy a cucumber at 60p. Hang on a second, I think I can sell them that cucumber. That's probably a profit. Let me just quickly calculate my trade history and work out the averages, because I reckon I can turn a profit on that. Right, okay, I've updated the spreadsheet. We now technically have 56 cucumbers in our inventory at an average price of 20p. Okay, so that 60p is a profit of 40 pence if we can sell it. Of course, not quite a complete profit, because there is a little bit of leeway. So we're going to sell one of our cucumbers for a profit of around about 40p. I think after Valve takes its tax, it's a little bit less than that, but this is our first designated cucumber profit. So we're going to sell at... Oh, it says starting at 0.37. Hang on a second. Has someone put in a new cucumber order? I like how we've also technically created the most expensive item for the Deponia Chronicles. Oh, that's incredible. Nope, someone does actually still have that buy order for a cucumber at 60p. Well, that's fine. I'll sell them a cucumber at 60p. So buyer pays 0.6p. I get 53 pence. That's quite good. That's really quite good. That's a profit of 23p. Okay, right, let's put this item up for sale. Confirm the sell price and wha-bam. We've successfully listed our cucumber and it's sold. We just turned a profit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, no, it's just been listed there. Oh, I don't think that's been sold yet then. Fine, you know what? If I'm setting the prices, I'm setting the prices. We're going all out. We're going to buy all of them. Every single cucumber will be mine. But of course, when it comes to market manipulation on Steam, I have to of course draw reference to the greatest example of it, and that is none other than the CSGO marketplace, which of course inspired this video. As you see, every year on the dot of the Steam Summer Sale, the CSGO market sees generally prices across the board decrease by about 10% on most of the readily available items. This is because over the Summer Sale, people are selling all of their old skins to buy the games that they've been wanting. It's a fantastic time for gigantic bots to come in, spend several thousand, buy up ridiculously cheap and affordable skins, hold on to them for the next 500 years and sell them off for a profit. This works incredibly well, especially with items that have been discontinued and can no longer be found in game. For example, there's a finite supply of these weapons cases right here. No more can ever be discovered. So hey, why not buy several 100,000 of them and watch as the price goes up? There's only one downside. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people have already thought about this before you or I, and consequently the amount of inventories that hold an absolute plethora and monopoly of these cases is insane. So good luck trying to survive in that market, because chances are you're going to lose money. Luckily for me, however, I never lose myself any money. I lose my company money, and that's fine. It's a shame I can't even participate in this rat race of a trade anyway because of my VAC ban. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm sorry, Gabe, and I won't do it again. Honestly, I'm surprised Steam just hasn't completely removed my account after the TF2 key money laundering scandal of 2019. But hey, you know, honestly, Gabe, I appreciate the free will you give me. Right, I've set a buy order to buy all of the cucumbers up to the price of £2, and there you go. I think that has actually gone through. There's only 8 items for sale left. £1.74, £1.79, £2. Oh no, we have actually driven it right the way up to the top, and immediately someone... Oh, that's my own sell order, isn't it? Alright, and there we have it. We've driven the price all the way up to the wonderful £2.09. So what we're going to do here is actually buy ourselves the final cucumber at £2, and this means the next price up is £12.85, giving us a gigantic leeway to just put a cucumber in probably around about the £5 mark and hoping someone will actually try and purchase it. And there we go, it's fulfilled. We have the £2 cucumber. Now we get to set the sell price, and so we're going to set the sell price for a cucumber, as we are now the market controller, at a humble and completely and utterly fair and accurate valuation of £10, giving us £8.70 if someone were to purchase it. Now I'm going to list it, and Honestly, I have no idea if this thing's gonna actually sell instantaneously. I have to actually verify this. Now, I now need to use my Steam Authenticator because the cucumber has reached such an incredibly high price that Steam wants me to make sure that I am in fact the person trying to sell my cucumber. Yes, create the listing. Right, it has been done. The listing has been created. Look at him, the perfect cucumber at £10. He's beautiful. I like how the cucumber price now goes £10, £12, £16, £16.70, £50, and then £85. If someone ever were to buy a cucumber for £85, good lord, that person probably needs to have their credit card taken away from them. But nonetheless, here we are. Now I just need to sit back and wait and hope that someone buys my cucumber. So I'll be back in a while.
A few moments later.
Oh my goodness, something's happened. Something's happened. Okay, I went away, I made myself a whole bunch of cups of tea, I took a dog on a walk, and the price has got up to £12, which means it's sold. It's sold! Look at that, the money has increased. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there was one moment where the price dropped down to 65p, and it also dropped down to 30p, but someone else bought the one at 30p, and I bought the thing at 65p, and that immediately drove the price back up to £10, and someone has just bought my cucumber for £10. Someone bought my cucumber for £10. Oh my goodness, who was the unfortunate bugger? Let's look at my market history. It went to this. Buy a lounge, okay. Buy a lounge 7. Lovely, what a fantastic, reputable Steam account. Well, that was brilliant. So we sold that for £8.70, which I think means we turned a hefty profit. I'm going to add up all of the cucumbers that we've purchased and then also subtract the fact that we've just made £8.70 from selling that. Honestly, this is hilarious. The entire cucumber economy, it's wild. Absolutely wild. Already we're seeing the buy requests actually increase. It was at 3p when we started today. It's now up to 4p. 4 entire p. It's going up. It just won't stop. I'm going to drop another sell offer for £10 because why not? Someone else out there might want to buy my cucumber. Right, I've listed another cucumber for £10. I've just got to quickly confirm it on my Steam app. There we go, cucumber listing confirmed. The cucumber is back up and running. The price is down from £12 to £10. Society and nature is healing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the documentation of this event has gone fantastically. In total, we've purchased a fantastic 69 cucumbers exactly, I know if you can believe it. And best of all, in total we've spent £27.18 on cucumbers, meaning we spent an average of 40p per cucumber. So in order for us to turn a profit, we just simply have to sell cucumbers above 40p in value. It really is as easy as that. Now, we of course sold our first cucumber at £10, which gave us a return of £8.70 after Steam takes its cut, meaning we technically only need to sell 3 more cucumbers of our haul of 69 cucumbers at this price to start making profits. Is this likely to happen? Probably not. But I do quite enjoy messing about with economies, and this has been a very insane thing. I mean, for a start, where were you when the cucumber record price was set? Previously, someone had only bought a cucumber for £1.95. We have made history by selling a cucumber for £10. It has never been done before in the entire history of humankind. Where were you, ladies and gentlemen? You were here. You were part of it. You fueled this. You created this monstrosity of the cucumber economy. In the 8 years of this cucumber's existence, it has never sold for more than £2. And yet here we are today, where it has sold for 10. Maybe one day, someone will sell the cucumber that's listed at £84. Until then, we can just inflate the price up to 5p. Oh, this is quite possibly my dumbest project yet, but I do love it. Oh my goodness, this is so silly. So there we have it, we've made £8, but what should we actually do with our money? You know what, I'm going to actually buy myself a video game. Let's go to the Steam front page and see what amazing games we've got. Oh my goodness, She Will Punish Them HD remastered version for just £7.43. I think we're going to be avoiding this one. Okay, maybe there's something good in the new releases section. Surely there's a brand new cutting edge video game out there that the world has just never seen before. Well, I'm seeing a large quantity of softcore hentai, but oh, here it is! Oh my goodness, VR walking simulator! Oh, it's the perfect game, look at it! It is a VR walking simulator, nothing more, nothing less. Explore beautiful scenes, optimized for VR viewing. Take pictures of scenery, make a collage and relax. Oh my goodness, it's amazing! Look at this glorious trailer, it's fantastic. Collect memories, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, you will be
be collecting memories whilst playing this game. Beautiful. Oh, what an amazing game. Look at this graphics. Look at these graphics. See scenery you've never seen before, of course, excluding, you know, if you've actually seen this scenery before in the trailer. Also, I do love the fact that they use the default Sony Vegas free font that comes with every video editor. This game has got at least a budget of maybe £5. Well, naturally, I'm going to be buying it with my money. And oh my goodness, it's an 11 gigabyte download? They must have like 16K, 4,000 times the detail images of real world locations. This is amazing. I'm sure it's 100% not just a cryptocurrency miner that I've installed on my PC, but I'm excited. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've made...
It's fine, because here's the thing, guys. If I just keep getting there, it doesn't really matter what my consistency is at it. You know, some runs are just going to get past it. Although, either way, I am very consistent. So, it was a good time. My PB on Freebird, I always put it in the title, Jiven, but right now, it is a 100% overstrum, and I almost had 2 of them today. Oh my god, Skyfall, if I put on a heart rate monitor, you guys would probably be genuinely concerned for my health. When I'm on an FC run, my heart fucking races, like seriously. On the surface, it looks like I'm just staring at the game open-eyed. But inside my body, there's a fucking panic mode going on. And there's a bunch of little elves inside my body who are cranking the fucking machine. Going, alright, keep doing it, keep going, keep going. Keep going, buddy, crank that lever. Go on, guys. We need this method. We need this method. Elbows from now. Elbows from now. Rake now. Rake now. All right. Oh my God, Young Wolf, that is really high. That is right, Jabari. All right. All right, let's go. Let's fucking go! Yes! Let's fucking go! Fuck, dude! Fucking finally! God damn it! Let's fucking go, baby!
pessoal, será que esse é o maior...
Made no money, but it's fine because we were never going to make money really. Come on. Sure, we were able to somehow convince a bot to buy a really expensive cucumber, but there's definitely no way that you could actively try and control a marketplace for this long, especially because Steam has actually got features in place to stop this. Accounts get banned all the time for market manipulation, usually gigantic bot accounts, but hey, it's quite exciting. I suppose I do actually have to explain to all of my lovely followers on Steam why I purchased VR Walking Simulator, and what better time than to showcase all of my cucumber emotes that I own, because truly, I regret nothing, and none of you can post a message like this because you don't own the cucumber emote, and I will forever hold the monopoly on them. 69 cucumbers will forever be mine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed my attempts to slightly destroy the balance of the Steam marketplace, then by all means feel free to give this video a like. It does massively help us out. And why not hop on down to the comment section to tell me what random item on the Steam marketplace you would like me to just randomly bulk buy? Because why not confuse my accountant by purchasing 1,000 anime skins? After all, it's a necessary... Open TT... £600? What have the community made me done? Oh wait, hang on a second, we're recording. Tab into Monopoly. Ah, there we go, much better. Ah, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in Monopoly, yes. Where hopefully I won't be having to splash £600 because some absolute mad people on the internet decide to keep pressing a like button. Although I did have to buy this game off of Uplay, which is, oh god, it's certainly an online service. Anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in Monopoly, as today we're tasked with answering a question which I'm sure plagues almost all of you. You see, down in the comments section many weeks ago, I noticed a very strange comment. Hey Spiff, after buying some of your fantastic merchandise, I noticed my charisma stats rising far too quickly. This resulted in me having friends. I know, it's absolutely shocking. And so our lovely friend in the comment section wondered what is the best way to
to remove those friends from your life? Well, fear not, ladies and gentlemen, as today we've loaded up Friendship and Relationship Destroyer 9000 to demonstrate to you, the lovely ladies and gentlemen at home, how you can not only end Monopoly games with absolutely stupid and relationship-destroying annoyance, but you can also do it with the aid of exploits, making it even more frustrating when you absolutely decimate your 5-year-old child in a game of Monopoly. I mean, have you ever felt that your family and friends have just been too annoying, continuously asking, where have you been? Why haven't you responded to any calls and texts? Why did you stop paying your TV licensing fees? Oh god. So how do you get those people to just stop sending you messages? Well, what you want to do is quite simply encourage them to download Monopoly Plus off of Uplay, and I will demonstrate to you, the lovely ladies and gentlemen at home today, how you can get them to go away for good. That's right, you will no longer have the TV licensing men banging on your doors asking to be paid. Oh no. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin by clicking on this great big button and playing some Monopoly. Of course, we need to do this in the local mode, as who plays Monopoly online? I mean, genuinely. Well, apparently, actually, in the online mode, there's a couple of things going on here, including a leaderboard. Yes, let's see who is at the top of the leaderboard for Monopoly Plus. Okay, let's load it on up. Who is the best Monopoly player in the world? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Nome JP. They're the best Monopoly Plus player in the entire world. They've only played an hour of the game, and they've only won one game. Right. Are you telling me, game, the best Monopoly player in the entire world has an hour in the game? Only an hour. I think something might be a little bit wrong here. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be diving into the fantastic world of Monopoly, where I will be demonstrating to you how to get a turn 1 victory in Monopoly against all of your fantastic opponents. Now, personally, I have no one to hand today, so I will be only playing against the AI. That's right, it's another episode where I'm going to be bullying the AI. Now, for this exploit to work, you are going to want a couple of AIs. So if you're playing this with friends, make sure to add a couple of AIs into the game with the excuse of only simply padding out the player count. But really, they're there for much better reasons. Now, many of you are probably recoiling from the PC at the moment, as you've just heard a fantastic sentence. That's right, it's an exploit which will allow you to win a Monopoly game in turn 1. It's going to be a very long turn, but genuinely all you need to do is roll the dice once and then tally-ho, the entire game is yours. Burger me sideways with a teabag, the entire world is now mine. So how do you get a turn 1 victory? Well, for a start, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a whole lot of dedication and a huge amount of qualifications. What qualifications to be exact? Well, you could probably do with going onto the Universal Life Church Monastery website and buying yourself the title of Universal Philosopher of Absolute Reality. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Universal Philosopher of Absolute Reality. Now, as many of you know, I am of course a member of the company Spiffco, and my role in that fantastic company is not only to drink copious amounts of tea and shout at people, it's also to be the Universal Philosopher of the absolute reality of making money. After all, if you ever wonder why you don't have money, you simply need to look at the Spiffco's Guide of Conduct and the 3 M's. 3 M's are, of course, more money, more Monopoly, and more praising the Queen, because if you fail to praise the Queen, you'll be ejected from the company immediately, potentially even the entirety of the British Empire, and also the wider universe. So yes, make sure to stick to the 3 M's. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into a brand new game. Oh my goodness. And of course, because it's Uplay, they've decided to add in a ton of extra added bonuses like a living board, but instead, I like the true classic board. Yes, good bit of classic board. You know what, there's a couple of added rules we could have. We could, for example, have the wealth rule, which is the first player to reach 3,000 in capital wins the game. The issue is I can do that immediately as soon as we enter into the game, so remember that the game thinks it's a fair rule to have 3,000 in cash and then you just default win the game. But instead of doing that, we're going to have some basic classic rules and jump into a brand new fantastic game. Oh, and of course, yes, I get to have the top hat. Yes, you have to be the top hat. It is most spiffing indeed. And when it comes to who we'll be playing against, we're going to be playing against some AIs, but some hard AIs. Yes, I do like a challenge. So we're going to be playing off against 5 excruciatingly hard AIs. We're going to be beating them all in turn 1. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start this fantastic game of Monopoly. It begins. Oh my goodness. Monopoly, the fast-dealing property property trading game. Monopoly is one of the slowest games in existence. I've known games of Monopoly which have lasted entire months. This game is just absolutely stupid. I imagine in the comment section we're going to be hearing some fantastic stories about how you once started playing a Monopoly game with your family, and then by the time you got to the point where one of you won, you realized that actually several years have passed and you forgot to return that library book, and then suddenly the library police are banging on your door requesting to have the Monopoly 101 How to Basic guide back, and it's just a situation you don't want to be in. So ladies and gentlemen, fast games of Monopoly, which is exactly what we're going to do. A turn one game of Monopoly. So let us begin by simply rolling a dice. This is how you decide who goes first, of course, quite traditionally, and we rolled a 3. Right, okay, so we're going last. Great. Oh no. Oh well. All the AIs can go ahead of us. That's fine. We'll just be last. Good old Marshall did a nice roll. Vincenzo, come on, Vincenzo. Vincenzo rolls a 12. Bloody heck, these hard AI are exceedingly difficult. Come on, Battleship Marie. At 5. Is no one going to roll lower than me? This is not fair. This is meant to be about exploits, not me being very bad at rolling dice. Come on, Amandine, roll lower. Oh yes, Amandine, that's a 3. We're second to last, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Here is the fantastic board. I mean, it's beautiful. It's Monopoly, as you know and love it. A great big board. You've got a jail. You've got chance cards. Who knows what's going to be happening? So, let's begin. Now, the game immediately starts, and Vincenzo, the lovely little Scotty doggy, is going to roll. Vincenzo rolls a 7, and away he goes. Immediately lands on chance. What do we get, Vincenzo? In my test game, I drew a chance card and immediately got Mayfair. So, yeah, you can get some pretty wacky things. No, Vincenzo just immediately teleports to go and gains an extra 200 Monopoly coins or whatever it is. Monopoly rubles, Monopoly yen. What about Monopoly Vietnamese dong? Now that's good currency. Michael rolls a 6 and grabs the Angel of Islington. Of course, it's the AI. They always buy the property on turn 1. Very good. My goodness, Monopoly is going to become a very perfectly balanced game, as all things should be. Oh my goodness, is that a double? Marshall the cat rolls a 12. I do believe a double allows you to roll again. You see, it's a well-known thing that only true Monopoly geniuses would know about. Oh, and apparently an auction is taking place. Okay, right. I'm going to join in on this fantastic auction where hopefully we're going to be able to buy this lovely thing. Right, let's actually try and completely outbid it and drop down 100. I'd like to buy the electric company. It's going to be mine. Yes, no one else wants it. Fantastic. I won the auction and the electric company is mine. I think it only cost me about 130 or something, so we only got it 20 less than Uplay. Can you stop throwing massive alerts in my screen? Anyway, is that another double? My goodness. So we now own the electric company, which is a good start. Basically, in our first turn, we just want to grab as many properties as possible, but if you don't actually get any properties in your first turn, it doesn't matter because you can just trade for them. That's right, the AI is willing to sell you genuinely anything. Come on, Marshall the cat. Is that another double? No, it's not. Your game is finally over. Now, the fact that Marshall has actually managed to roll this far around to the board is great because they've got a very high value property, and the higher the value property you have, the faster this exploit will be. As fun as it is to grab the cheapest property on the board, if you do that, it means you're going to be sat here for 17,000 years trying to get this exploit to work. And at that point, you're basically just here for a standard Monopoly game length. Anyway, it's finally my time to play. Let's roll those dice. Roll, roll, roll. Give me a 12. Give me something big. Give me something huge.
Yeah, 1 second.